No Rory and Mouse. No Rory and Mouse.
Yes. We are back.
Carl doing his focus. We can keep it rolling. Go across the This is live. Live studio audience.
Yes.
We got the execs in the control rooms. We have to watch our mouths. Fuck shit.
Yeah.
Bitch.
This fucking tea is
Pussy.
great. Yeah.
Who the fuck was that?
Jesus.
We have a COVID-free staff. We had a little scare this morning because our engineer wanted to be a hussy.
Wow.
All weekend and just run around and put his mouth in other people's mouths.
Yeah. Yep. That's what he was
Nasty
doing.
fuck.
Smoking hookah with everybody.
Smoking hookahs, spitting in chicks' mouths. You know how you get down
Smoking hookah with hookers.
That sounds like a good album title.
Hookah with hookers?
There's certain women that use hookah like a pacifier.
Certain women just use hookah because they don't want to talk to nobody. I'm hip to that game.
No, you could really like shut a lot of them up with hookah.
Yeah.
Like a pacifier.
Yeah.
Just pass them the tip.
They'll
be
shut
quiet.
right up. Yeah. I like it.
Is this blue mist? Won't hear a word from them ever again.
If hookah just disappeared forever, I wouldn't be mad.
I mean, why though? It's disgusting. I still participate.
Like when I
It's
see
gross.
people eating and smoking hookah at the same time,
That's
I'm
a-
like, fam, what are you doing with where's your life at?
Yeah.
Like, how depressing is it at home?
Those to even say the food was bad while you're smoking mint hookah is the funniest. Like, just the eggs they didn't really hit today.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
You had blue mist all on your tongue. That's why.
Can you pass the hot sauce?
Yeah.
For what?
For what?
Yeah.
You can't taste nothing anyway.
You got mint flavored pancakes right now.
Word.
Anyways.
What's up, though? How you feeling?
I'm good. I
was
can't
the weekend?
complain. It was all right. You know,
How's the place coming along?
it's not coming along because we work too much. We travel too much.
And everybody.
I literally unpack my clothes and that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. I ordered a couch. It's not coming till fucking
February.
2023.
Till March.
Yeah, I looked everywhere. Finally found one. I was like, yes. And
Yeah.
then they were like, oh, yes, sir. This is, we have to literally make this from
Yeah.
scratch.
But I like that, though. I like kind of being in a new empty space and just watching it come together slowly.
Yeah, that shit, it just gets annoying like once you actually want to relax in a crib and it not feel like you just moved in when you moved in 2 months ago.
Yeah, if you had the couch, though, it'd be easier because men, we sleep on the couch anyway.
It's just the couch.
Yeah.
That's really all you need.
Yeah, we just need a couch.
Just get a fly couch.
Yeah.
The rest will figure itself out. All right, what's the song I can start with to make you uncomfortable?
Start with the shit you was playing in the cold-ass green room.
No, we're going to get to that. We got to dig in the crates.
Okay. That's how you feel?
On my low bed, yeah.
Oh. You feel lonely?
This was a sick first single. For those that are watching right now, we're playing Akon, Mr. Lonely.
Yeah. Great record.
He came out the gate with the sad vibes and then was never sad again.
No. Got rich.
Wasn't lonely ever again.
No. Never.
Yo.
What's up with Akon? Is he still making music?
No, he's making cities and shit.
Yeah. I guess once you start making cities and civilization better for people.
Yeah, I think he invented electricity in
certain cities.
Some city, yeah.
Absolutely.
That's kind of crazy. Like, how do you get into Akon City? Regular passport? Do I need a COVID test?
For sure need a COVID test. I think you got to know like 5 of his B-sides. You got to name 5 of his B-sides and you can get in.
Gotta know his brother and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. Certain shit like that, you got to be like, all right, yeah, now that he good. He one of us.
That's funny. Well, shit. While we were gone, some things did happen. We did our Russ interview and just mainly spoke about that. So I know there was a lot of stuff we didn't touch and a lot of stuff that happened after that.
Yeah.
Russ interview was cool. Shout out to Russ.
Had a great time talking to Russ, man.
Thought that was a great
Really
conversation.
good album. Really good album. Chomp 2. If you haven't heard it, go get it. Well, you don't have to go get it. You can
Just a marketing whiz
Yeah.
over here. I see
press
why
the button on your
Rockefeller
phone.
is still going.
No, it's a good album. Really good album.
I can't believe you were on the
Rockefeller-
Rockefeller Street team.
I
Like, you was
not-
just standing outside.
I was not on the street team.
Memphis Bleak, 534 out now. Shit is crazy.
That's when you had to put all them flyers up all over the place.
Did you drive in the Benz?
No, I was young. I was young as shit.
I know.
Have I been in
fucking
it?
loser. You didn't steal the Rockefeller Benz when you were a
Nah,
kid?
man.
I stole my mother's Toyota. You can't steal a Rockefeller
The street
Benz?
team used to always. Lenny S had that Benz a lot. I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, he had that Benz a lot at the time.
You sound salty about that.
Nah, I was young, man. I was cool getting on the train. When you 15, 16, the train is the shit.
Train's the shit when you're 31.
Nah, that shit kind of trash now. Real world problems, grown. You trying to get somewhere, people yelling.
Everyone's getting robbed.
Everything bothers you the older you get. Everything.
Oh, I mean, it bothered me when I was 15. How can you imagine now?
Well, you've been old since you were 15, so.
And annoyed, for sure.
I understand.
But yes, after the Russ interview, I think that same very night, let's just get right to it. Kanye Drake.
Yeah, what a night.
The show that you desperately wanted to go to. You had your outfit picked out, laid out on the bed.
Nah, I was going to go shopping when we landed. That's the type of shit I'm on now.
All right,
Shopping to land.
what would have been the first store when you think Drake and Kanye, like, I got to give him something?
Well, it was cold, so you need something sturdy. You need something kind of heavy out there. All black is always safe to do.
Would you have bought the fisherman boots? I mean, because you already had the hat. I feel like Kanye kind of bit your style. You came in here with the Dick's Sporting Good, Bass Pro Shop hat, and then he came on stage with some, like he was going fly fishing.
Yeah, those was kind of nasty. I wasn't feeling those. You was feeling those?
I mean, listen, every time I've said I haven't felt something, it becomes the trend.
Nah, but
later
that's
on,
okay.
And then after a year, I'm like, nah, I got to go fly fishing.
Nah, them joints was trash.
Okay.
You can't get jiggy with those.
Why
and
not?
I know
He
his
got
feet,
jiggy.
And I know his feet was hurt. You saw that long ass walk they had to take before they got to the stage?
That was a lot.
Them boots was heavy as shit.
That walk was like, in between after the marriage and then you go into the reception and all that shit, and then the couple does like that big walk down.
It was
That's
worse
what
than
that felt like.
It was worse than that.
It felt just like that.
It was dope, but I know that with those heavy ass boots, that was a workout.
Listen, where do we begin on this? And are you going to be truthful?
Yeah, very truthful.
Do we have to start with we love and respect both of these legends, and we love everything that they've ever done, ever.
We do.
They've changed the world.
We do. They did.
Do we have to start that way, though?
No.
Okay. Was this a versus?
No.
Why not?
Well, they didn't do the same amount of songs.
So?
You can't do a versus and not do the same amount of songs.
All right, half versus.
This was a purses. Who got paid more?
Larry Hoover.
Okay. I'm with you on that. Which I hope so, right?
Do we want to start with the music, or do we want to start with charity and awareness concerts to begin with?
Nah,
Can we be honest with those?
We gotta save that.
Okay.
That we gotta save.
All right, cool. All right.
Let's start with the show.
Let's start with Kanye West coming out first. For some reason, him and Drake had to walk down like they had just been married, and people were throwing rice on them, and then Drake veered off to the left, and Kanye went on top of the moon. Which I believe, did they not come out to a Travis Scott song? Talk about a tone deaf intro of live shows at the moment. Like, I don't know if Travis would be my intro song
Was that
at the time.
Travis?
It was either Travis or one of Travis's kids. It sounded like Travis to me.
I thought it was the Keem record.
Travis, he was featured on a Kanye West song on his album.
I heard
yeah.
Travis. I just feel like that may have not been the time. I just think Travis makes great music, but maybe today isn't the day that we start a live show with a Travis song to really get the crowd hype.
Well, Kanye is a God-fearing man, and maybe he just felt like it's time for forgiving. You know what I mean? Let's forgive Travis. Let's pray for him. Let's lift him up in these trying times.
All right, well then say that.
You said it.
Don't
You said it without saying
walk
it.
out to a Travis Scott song 3 weeks after that live show escapade. I mean, I'm calling it escapade. Tragedy.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
you're
I
Kanye
understand.
West. It's
Yeah.
not like I was walking out and I'm like, dog, I don't have anything that's gonna hype the crowd up. I'm walking out with Drake. Let's play a Travis song. What's the point of
That
that?
definitely was not the song I thought we would hear first, for sure. Definitely wasn't. So that kind of was like, okay, a little different, curveball straight out the gate.
Okay.
But visually, one of the greatest shows I think I've ever seen.
It looked amazing.
The setup was amazing. The smoke with the lights and the lights changing the color of the smoke and all of that, looking like they were on top of a spaceship, and then the fans in the background, their phones looking like stars. Like, I see the whole visual thing. That was amazing. I thought, but I didn't expect anything less from Kanye.
I mean, I think Cudi may have been owed some royalties, but other
Man
than
on
that,
the
I think
Moon?
it was cool.
Yeah, no, it looked great. It looked amazing. The setup was amazing. So that was a plus. Now, as far as the actual performance, I thought Kanye was off key a lot of the records.
I agree.
A lot of the performance, he was off key a lot. He definitely performed the right records. He performed the shit he was supposed to perform. Maybe a couple that I thought he would have did that he didn't do. But
Which were what? Can we pull up? Do we have a track list? I'm sure someone at Complex put together a track list.
oh,
that
for
we
sure, I
can-
saw one the as soon as it was over.
All right. So yes, Kanye was definitely off key on a lot of records.
Yeah,
I will shoot some bail with a lot of things that did happen around the time they were playing this concert. I know some focus was elsewhere. So to rehearse a lot of songs that he's probably not performed in quite some time, I'll give you bail there. As far as forgetting lyrics too, I'll give you some bail there. Sound check, the synths and the guitar did whatever the fuck they want. I don't know who did sound check. Whoever was in the booth during sound check was like, yo, everyone sounds good. Yo, guitar, synth, do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was loud at times in the show.
And if that was intentional, I don't know. I'm not a musical genius. Maybe it was intentional. Now, it was an amazing performance to me.
Yeah.
With all of that, the nostalgia of everything overrode every shit that I didn't like about it. Kanye going through those records, especially as the surprise because he says he's not performing secular music and all that type of stuff. It was great to hear those records again. Now that going into the Drake part, I feel they dropped the ball. He didn't come out and Say What's Real. Better Find Your Love would have been nice, but I thought it was cool. Do a little cover while he's on there.
Yeah.
Like, and flash to Drake in the front row singing his own song.
In the front row.
Drake and Chubbs was in the front row, man.
Okay. That was a row. It was people in line. You're right. Yeah, they were in a row.
That was like Drake's bat mitzvah or like Sweet 16. The way it was like his father hired Kanye West to perform at his bat mitzvah because they just kept panning to Drake in the front row singing all the songs. Like,
well, they wanted to. I guess they wanted the people at home to.
That's
to
a
just
special
see
guest.
That. Like, yeah, like he's the special guest.
I had said I had gotten in trouble from a partner that I was working with about one of my tweets that I didn't think was that outrageous. I did miss live tweeting. I felt like Twitter was back for the first time in a minute. Everyone was watching the same thing at the same time and tweeting about it.
Yeah.
I had said, because Kanye is now such a religious man, that this felt more like a versus of who the son of God really is, as Drake is Jewish and Kanye is Christian. Innocent joke. That didn't fly over very well. Like, I know you're not allowed to say anything about Jewish people. I just said it was a versus on we have to decide who the son of God is. It's versus.
Yeah, okay.
Is he a prophet? Old Testament and New Testament.
They both look like prophets coming down those steps. Like, it looked like,
I wanted to hit Brianda and see what she thought. But
listen, man, it was underwhelming in the sense of the way I thought the performance was going to go before when we first heard about the show. I didn't think that Drake was only going to perform 8 records. So that was like, and those 8 records, it was kind of like, okay, I wouldn't have went with that 8.
All right, cool. Let's call it spade a spade. He sounded fine. I loved what he did on 24. Covering that,
he
sounded
killed
great.
That. He killed 24.
Kanye coming out after all those records once we found the set list was amazing. Then when Drake came on 24 and sounded really good, I was like, oh, this is about to be the greatest concert of all time. We're about to go down memory lane and prove that these two are the icons that we know them to be. Then Drake went on to play me CLB after I heard a medley of Kanye West's greatest hits that brought me from 14 years old to 25 years old. I'll be honest with you, after I hear Can't Tell Me Nothing, TSU just doesn't really hit for me, dog. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't want to hear Way Too Sexy. You know how I feel about that record.
Can you explain to me why Drake did that?
Way Too Sexy?
No, just CLB records, period.
Well, I guess he, the album came out. This was the first time he was, I guess, performing since the album dropped. I don't think he's performed since the album dropped.
No.
So maybe that was kind of like what he wanted to give the people with some of his recent work.
But that's not what that show was.
We don't know what it was.
It wasn't Donda versus CLB. It wasn't, this is the Donda show mixed with special guest Certified Lover Boy. We saw what time it was. And if it is a Kanye show, I feel like you should probably go with what the theme of the person that's throwing the concert is doing.
I thought him doing No Friends in the Industry was hilarious. I don't know if anybody else caught that. I thought that was like the funniest shit of the night.
I mean, I felt like they were still unsure, but I saw my man Topaz tweeted, looks like Chubbs is still a little unsure of us doing this shit.
Chubbs was definitely, he's the homie that's like, yeah, I know y'all pieced it up, but I'm still on point over here in case shit get a little, you know what I mean? Because there's still some energy floating around. There's certain guys in his camp that might still feel a certain way, so we got to kind of stay on point. But you got to understand that and respect that. I respect that.
All right, but was it respect to do CLB? And I promise I'm not shitting on CLB. But does that allow Kanye to be the superstar? And does that allow us to not have the debate or make this a versus at all? Because if Drake went down his
People were gonna make it versus anyway.
Of course they were.
Yeah.
And in knowing that, did you save yourself people having that combo because you said, well, I just wanted to try my new shit? Was it kind of a back out move? Now, granted, I think Drake can hang with Kanye West at a Versus show.
We know that.
So to not go down that road, to me, looked like he was taking the step out. Like, all right, I'm just going to do CLB shit so no one could say that I had to match up against Kanye West, even if I'm only doing half a set. Well,
I'm just guessing. Maybe that's his newest work. He hasn't performed it. Maybe he felt like that was, what people wanted. It's his latest album. He's never performed it live. Maybe he figured this is the perfect time. I know how many people are going to be watching this. I know how many people are going to be at this show. I wouldn't have went with those records, some of those records, but again, I'm not one of the biggest artists in the world, so.
But even when he did Tyler's festival and Drake has done pop-ups at other festivals, he's done his own festival for a very long time. Of course, those are longer sets, but he still adds, Drake is very aware of what people want to hear at shows. Like if we're going to the Scorpion tour, I'm going to expect to hear a lot of Scorpion stuff.
Right.
But he always mix in a lot of other shit.
Of course.
But when he just does festivals, he'll put a new record in, but a lot of that will be the joints that we want to hear at a show. Especially up next to Kanye West, who's not performing any records from Donda. Maybe one. And is giving me all his classic shit.
Drake did, he came out to 24, did Wants and Needs, No Friends in the Industry, What's Next, Life is Good, Laugh Now, Cry Later, IMY 2, Girls Want Girls, In the Bible, Way Too Sexy, Knife Talk, God's Plan.
It's a mediocre set to me, though.
Yeah, I definitely could have did, but I Way Too Sexy. I just don't, that record ain't for me. I see what it does, though. I've been in the club. I know people love that record. I see what it does, but not for me. No Friends in the Industry is just hilarious. I just like after squashing the beef and you coming out and like rapping those bars that were directed at Kanye, that's just hilarious to me.
But I want to know like where Kanye or maybe Drake was not aware of his set list. Maybe they gave Drake the okie doke because Kanye said, I'm not performing secular music anymore. Like I'll do Jesus Walks and that's about it. Maybe Drake thought this was a Donda show. So all right, let me do my shit, my new shit.
I mean, he did Niggas in Paris.
He did Gold Diggers. And granted, I think that was appropriate because a lot of pastors are gold diggers. But he went down a rabbit hole of secular music.
Yeah, like I'm looking at the set list, like
read it off because I don't have it. Damaris only texted you.
He did, no, we're in the group.
I don't think I have service in here.
Kanye did Jesus Walks, All Falls Down, Gold Digger, Touch the Sky, Stronger, All of the Lights, Black Skinhead, All Day, Mercy, Good Life, Flashing Lights, Say You Will, I Wonder, Find Your Love, Runaway, Can't Tell Me Nothing. They didn't do Glow, our favorite record.
I actually didn't expect them to do Glow.
That would have been the perfect set to do it.
I was shocked that they ended with Forever. I thought that was dope. I really enjoyed that. But other than that, like, it was kind of a waste. To me, it felt like when Hove and Nas gave us Black Republican. This was Black Republican in visual form.
This is Black Democrats, yeah.
Well, Kanye is we don't know what party he's in. And Drake is not even an American citizen. So, diplomatic immunity? I don't really know which one this would be. But this felt like we were happy Jay and Nas got back together. We anticipated it. And then they played a beat for a minute and Hov was like, yo, we dancing, give us a minute. And then we got a mediocre song from two legends that had prior been beefing.
Yeah.
And to me, this was Black Republican. Y'all should have just waited. Don't do it just to do it.
Again,
or get on the same page, because I thought Kanye did great.
As far as his set.
Yes.
Like the records he performed.
The set list.
Kanye definitely performed the records. He definitely checked off the boxes as far as records he was supposed to perform. I seen people killing Drake though. I thought Drake sounded better. I thought he did
much better.
Vocally he sounded better than Kanye. Again, that's his version of 24. I think they need to record that and put that out.
Yeah, that was hard.
Yeah, but it wasn't the records that I thought he should have did. Honestly, I was expecting to hear other records, some joints off of Take Care, some joints off of If You're Reading This Is Too Late. You know, like I thought that, again, I didn't think that it was going to be, I didn't think that Drake was going to, and he performed more records than I from this track list than I thought. Honestly, I thought he only did like 8 records.
And even when they started doing like when he did Better Find Your Love and Say Was Real, I thought they were gonna get in the bag to show how much work they actually had done together in the past. Like, I'm asking for a lot here, but when he did All the Lights, it would have been ill to have Drake do his verse that didn't make the album. But because Drake is on All the Lights.
I honestly was
and his verse is really good on All the Lights.
Yeah, I was honestly expecting them to do a record that we haven't heard. I thought that once they announced that they were going to do this show and they were obviously spending some time together, I figured they might have jumped in the studio, did something and was going to debut it that night, and then we would get it on DSPs.
Do you think he's petty for getting all the lyrics to Better Find My Love?
Do I think he's petty?
Yes. The beat played. Kanye mumbled through the entire thing. And you could see him smiling on this shit. Like, dog, I don't know this song.
Yeah, I mean, I was surprised that a lot of the old records he did that he knew as many of the lyrics that he still performed. Because I was like, there's no way he remembers this song. Even though it's your work, he hasn't performed a lot of those records in a while.
Do you think Kanye coming back out dressed in a Canadian tuxedo to save the Canadian from the show was irony or just coincidence?
Yeah, I think it was irony. I think it was cold in there. And he had his arms out at first. Then he realized that was a bad move. Let me go put a jacket on. The merch was terrible. Free Larry Hoover, yes, absolutely. I agree with that. But the merch was it just felt like it was just no thought. And I get it. But it's just like, come on, man.
It just showed the halfway shit that Drake just doing that set, and then like his hoodie didn't even say free Hoover. It was like, yo, just free the guys, bro.
Free the man them. Yeah, like
yo, free them.
Like I get it, man, but come on, man. That just was not like, I didn't like that. I thought that they had enough time. Well, Kanye had enough time to come up with something better than that.
Tell me if I'm being a hater. I'm trying to understand. I'm not trying to hate. If these charity shows or awareness shows don't draw the money that's gonna go to the cause, what is the point? Like, do you really think fucking Biden and Kamala Harris were in the White House just watching Kanye up there like, damn, I didn't even think about Hoover like this. Like, we got to look into his case. I think it's important, but is much happening with it?
I mean, I hope so.
I do too, but I just don't know.
That's something that I saw people saying like, okay, so how much longer do we have to wait to see if enough awareness was brought to this, if enough money was raised for whatever, if it's legal fees, if it's whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how long do we have to wait?
Do we know what the money went? I don't know that all that ticket money went to anything.
We don't know
Larry
that. We won't know that. That's not our business. We'll never know that. But we just have to wait and see what comes of this. Like, what happens now that this is over? Was it just like you said? Was it just raising awareness about Larry Hoover in this case? Was it something to help out legally? As far as help the family. Things like that, like we know things that we don't know because we're not involved in the situation. But
for sure,
we hope that it raised awareness, and we hope that it helps to free Larry Hoover. But we gotta wait and see.
I mean, listen, we've seen Kanye and Kim free people, so I'm not gonna say that that's not something that they know how to do and not succeeded in. I just don't understand these sometimes because some money, unfortunately, really makes shit move. And I feel like I'm not saying this specifically about Kanye. This whole celebrity awareness shit is like a racket. It's not like watching during COVID, all those celebrities sing that song about COVID. It was like, though, you don't think people are aware of COVID right now?
Right.
Thank you, celebrity from your $1 million home, looked in your iPhone and sang one part of fucking Joyful, Joyful.
I don't think a lot of Kanye and Drake fans knew who Larry Hoover was.
That's probably true.
Know who Larry Hoover is. I'm sure they do now as a result of the show, and I think that that's more so what it's about, raising awareness about the situation in the case. My only thing is now, I don't think, do we get a Kanye Drake tour? Because a lot of people watched it. It's kind of like we saw it.
That feels like a lot from both sides. For the two of them to agree to that, that's going to take a lot of behind the scenes business, a lot of creative, a lot of ego, even if they're still friends.
I mean, what creative is there?
What venues you use, obviously safety laws now. That would be a very difficult thing to pull off. Very difficult.
I don't think it's difficult for them to pull it off. I think they pulled this off, and this was they only agreed to it 3 weeks ago.
I mean, I think, of course, if Drake does a CLB tour, it's gonna sell out every arena. He'll do a
Obviously,
week, and we know that already. But as far as impact goes, And same with the Donda show. We saw that already. It would be more impactful with those two albums if they were together.
Yeah.
It would be more of a moment. It would matter more. I just don't know, even from a money perspective. I know he's a billionaire and a multi-millionaire. That shit still matters to a lot of people on their staff and everything that is around them, not just so much Drake and Kanye, where those tours feed a lot of fucking people.
Yeah.
And if you do the two of them, unless you raise that ticket price to some shit that the average person can't afford, you may be cutting your whole team's money in half. Because if it's just a CLB tour, I could feed my entire team based off of what we know we make when we go out. You put that with Kanye and Drake.
And then visually, everything's going to cost more. So it's a whole different thing.
Yeah. So, you know, for the family, I don't know if that makes the most sense. I think it'd be cool to do some spot dates, like just do MetLife, just do some shit like that. That could be really cool. But a whole tour from them, that's going to take a lot to move around.
I mean, besides that, the more important thing, again, is, you know, raising awareness for Larry Hoover in his case. You know, and I hope that the money is spent in Chicago building after school programs, fixing the community in honor of Larry Hoover and his family.
For sure.
Like, that's something that I think I would want to see from this. Like, you know, take that money and just put it all into the city of Chicago and build up the city and give kids an opportunity and outlets to music or whatever it is, creatively, just build a bunch of, which I'm sure they're going to do.
I think they've been doing it.
Yeah, just build a bunch of, you know, different outlets and places where kids can go and just express themselves creatively. So, I mean, hopefully, you know, that does happen. And if that does, then this show was more than a success.
I mean, on a lighter, funnier side, I am happy to see middle-aged white parents scared again. Because you know their kids watched that show and said, Mom, can I get the free Larry Hoover merch? And their parents went on to buy it. And naturally, his parents would Google who Larry Hoover is.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what band is this?
Yeah.
He did what? He's where?
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm again, man. The merch just wasn't, and I was looking forward to the merch. And then when we got the images of it, I was just like, all right, this just seems like this took 2 minutes to think about, and they just put it on the site.
Were you expecting mention of Virgil during the show, or something?
I thought some type
visually.
visually some type of tribute or something would have happened, but it didn't. You know, again, I don't know if it was something that couldn't be done visually. You know, I'm pretty sure they didn't want to botch it and rush it and make it look sloppy. I know they wanted to honor Virgil the right way, so maybe that's just what it was. It just wasn't enough time to do something that they wanted to do,
and maybe have something already in the works.
Yeah,
where, like I was saying, I thought they jumped the gun with this show in their makeup. With Virgil too, yeah, maybe it's better not to jump the gun and just do something to do it.
Yeah,
let's do a proper shit that involves everyone, not just Kanye and Drake. So let's hope that was it. And I'm not going to tell people how to grieve. If they didn't want to, if they weren't ready to do something for Virgil,
right?
Listen, bro, I get it.
I mean, two of the biggest stars. Like overall, I was a little underwhelmed. You know, I'll be honest. Visually, it was amazing. It was one of the most beautiful sets that I've seen. Like, I just thought that was just super fly. You know, the way they had it looking like a spaceship or the moon or whatever you want to call it. Like, that shit was dope, and the lights, and you know, that shit was just fire. That I wasn't expecting that. I honestly was expecting like something fly because it's Kanye creatively, but that definitely was something that was over the top. Yeah, that was dope.
No, I feel that. I guess to keep staying within concerts, Travis Scott sat down with your mans.
I didn't see it.
I saw it.
What'd you think?
I didn't make it all the way through. I'll be honest with you. I sat for as much as I could, mainly for this podcast. I don't really know where to begin on it. I'm not going to tell anyone what their true intentions are. Back to the grieving thing. Travis Scott could very well be grieving about what happened.
Which I'm sure he is.
Just that sometimes interviews, it's the catch-22 where I feel celebrities on them in this capacity. Not even celebrities, people that just end up in some shit. Everyone is forcing you to talk, and then when you talk, they say, why the fuck did you just talk?
Yeah.
So there's really no winning in that way.
I don't know why he's talking, honestly. I wouldn't, if I'm Travis, I'm not talking to anybody right now. Yes, we would have released a statement after the tragedy happened.
He did, which didn't go over well.
Yeah, but I'm not sitting down doing any interviews right now.
Well, he did the one that he could control. He
What did you
did
learn
the
from
one.
it?
Well, Charlemagne asked the right questions. I'm not going to say he didn't, but we know that the Jenner and Kardashian family is very comfortable with Charlemagne sitting with their family members and asking questions in artsy living rooms. That was also just like, it visually, it looked fucking amazing. And I was like, why does this look so amazing for the topic we're talking about?
Yeah.
Like, bro, it didn't need to be this trendy and ill. Like, the fact that you're sitting in this magnificent living room with like a sliver of the curtain showing the greatest forest I've ever seen in my life. I'm just not, while grieving my loved one, like, damn, is this in 4K?
Right.
Like, it just wasn't, I get it. It's supposed to look ill. Travis wants everything to look good. Charlemagne cares about how his interviews look. It felt like the Kanye interview again, but we're not talking about anything uplifting. And Travis, I could tell, was nervous. He said, I'm not even exaggerating, maybe 1,500 times. And I know that's because he was nervous. But literally after everything, he's like, and we're like, nah, I don't know. That's why we wanted to talk to you. Like, he just kept saying, like, it's like, no, that's why you're here. Because we don't know, sir. This, and I know he did it because we repeat things when we're nervous.
It's nerves. It's not, you don't want to say the wrong thing. Again, I didn't see it. I didn't watch the interview, but I don't understand why Travis is even doing this. I wouldn't, there's no need to sit down and do an interview with anybody if I'm Travis.
Well, why I feel like that family trusts Charlemagne. He asked the right questions and the shit that people wanted to know. But he did it in a very fucking like fatherly way. Like he would say something before he got to the question. Yeah. Like he'd be like, listen, Travis, I know you're a man of God. How do you feel about them saying you had demonic images? And I'm like, Charlemagne, you do not know that he's a man of God.
How much time do you spend with Travis?
We all know Travis is a man of God. I'm like, do we?
Yeah, I don't know. I
missed that. Yeah, he could be. Yeah. I just didn't know we all knew that.
Not saying he's not. I just don't know.
Like in the beginning of the interview, Charlemagne's like, just by sitting next to you, I can feel how much you're grieving right now. And I'm like, you've been there for 30 seconds.
That's just like a thing that people that are conducting interviews do, though.
Oh, for sure.
Especially Travis with Charlemagne. Charlemagne's going to try to make Travis comfortable, and he doesn't want to seem like he's grilling him. I'm sure there were things that Travis said we're not going to talk about, and I'm not going to answer. But beforehand, he gave him all of that.
He asked. He didn't hold him accountable, or not hold him accountable. He asked the questions, and then Travis answered, and then they moved on. There was no follow up to, and again, from Charlemagne's point of view, or Travis's team's point of view, or even the family's point of view, what is an interview of Charlemagne grilling Travis Scott about a tragedy really going to solve? So I don't want to say it was pointless. I guess people were demanding to hear from Travis Scott. I don't know if the families were, because that's all that really fucking matters. And listen, I feel for Travis Scott, and we came on here and defended him to some degree. I just don't think, because even some of the questions were about like Travis's mental health and how he feels about the thing, which cool. That's just not what I think is the number one thing right now. Right. I think the people that lost lives, like,
well, that's why I don't understand why he would do interviews, because there's almost really nothing you can say. Like everything you say, somebody's gonna find something wrong with it. No, you can say that could have been the perfect interview. He could have answered everything perfectly, said everything correct. The families would still, the friends of the victims would still feel a way about the interview. And that's my point. It's kind of like, why even do it?
Well, let's put ourselves in that position, because I don't want to talk. I've never been in this position before. What would your decision have been? Because people are demanding, especially after you put out a statement that nobody liked, and to a lot of people came off insensitive and that you didn't care. And people are demanding you show your face and take some accountability for this. But then also, no matter what you say, it's not going to be the right accountability, or people on the internet that aren't they going to be like, well, that came off ingenuine. Meanwhile, they have no idea how Travis Scott ever speaks in his entire life. So that could be him being genuine. We don't know.
Right.
What decision you make?
I wouldn't do no interviews.
Okay.
I would not do it.
What would be the strategy then to still please? And on top of that, you have lawsuits out the ass where if you say the wrong thing, it can be used in court. Do you put out another statement? Because then you look crazier again, like, yo, that other statement, my bad.
This is what I'm saying. So it's kind of like you have to deal with things. I would deal with things, honestly, I would be more in touch with the families. I would want my lawyers or whoever to deal directly one-on-one with the families.
Which I believe
so that they know and understand, like, the public is going to always have their opinion. But it would be important for me, if I was Travis, that the families know exactly how sorry I am that this happened, and how, unfortunate the situation was and how terrible I feel about it. It would be more direct and one-on-one with the families. It wouldn't be interviews or, IG posts or stories and shit. It wouldn't be none of that. It would be directly behind the scenes, have my lawyers or whoever get me in direct contact with the families so that there's a line of communication so that they understand, like, this is killing me. This hurts me that this happened. You know what I mean?
But that's what's so fucking selfish just about the internet and fans and the world. It's like, at the end of the day, yes, the number one thing should be Travis Scott speaking to the people that lost children.
Mm-hmm.
The internet feels entitled, like, I need Travis to say something about this because I'm such a good person that would never let that happen, even though I've never thrown a festival in my entire life or ever done anything in my entire life. I need Travis to tell me
that he's sorry,
that he takes accountability.
Yeah, and that's like, why you can't.
Dog.
That's why doing stuff, the interviews like this to me is pointless because it's almost like, for what? What is it? What is it changing? What is it helping? What is it? No matter what I say, somebody's gonna find a fault in anything that I sit here and say today.
It's just odd that to me that people feel owed to situations they literally have nothing to do. You can comment on it, empathize with it, feel bad, be like, damn, I hope he makes it right with the families. I hope there's some type of justice in this tragedy. But to feel like you're owed, like, no, Travis needs to sit down and he needs to tell me what the fuck happened.
Yeah, he needs to explain it.
Dog.
You weren't even there. Like, you weren't even at the festival.
He was in Florida. What the fuck are you talking
he wasn't
about?
even at the festival. But again, that's why you can't, to me, you shouldn't do that.
Yeah. I mean, I'll save everyone.
I'm gonna watch it though, just because I want to, just see it and just get more information on what he spoke about. But
I mean, I could save you an hour. He basically said security and safety precautions need to be adjusted in festivals moving forward. He didn't really have an answer to his accountability on it or him to blame, and he feels bad. That's really all it was.
Okay.
For an hour. And I'm not saying that in a negative, just what it was.
It was that in multiple ways for an hour.
Every single question.
Gotcha.
So yes, he feels bad. Not really sure if he takes the blame for it, because obviously he's in a lawsuit. So even if he does take the blame for it and in his head is like, yeah, dog, that was my fault. He's in a lawsuit for $1 billion.
I mean, either way, it's unfortunate. And again, to the families and the victims, prayers, condolences. It's a tragedy. Either way you look at it, it's an event that shouldn't have happened. But
wait, when do we put the time on it? I always ask this: if somebody's truly sorry about something and has changed behavior, at what point are they forgiven to move on to work stuff? Because he was just taken off Coachella, which is in April. At what point do we finally go, okay, enough is enough? We've moved on to the next tragedy. We feel comfortable with Travis Scott performing.
I don't know. I mean, unfortunately, it would take for something else, maybe tragic, to happen, because that's just how society is. Like, once another tragedy, a more current tragedy happens, people forget about the previous one. Yeah. So it'll probably be something like that. Unfortunately, that's just how this society is what's the new tragedy? What's the new thing we're upset about? What's the new thing we have an opinion about? Yeah. Who's the new person we're canceling?
What did Boosie tweet today?
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, what's the new thing we're canceling? What's the new thing we're outraged about? Like, it's going to take a couple of those. And again, the families, they're going to grieve forever for that. Losing a lot, you never get over that. Just, time just helps you deal with it more. But, it's unfortunate, man. And like I said, even when we said on here, I don't put blame on Travis. I understand how people are blaming him. But, again, you got to change things at these festivals. You got to make it, again, having a bunch of kids just in the field. Things could happen. Things could get dangerous.
50,000 people. That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people to just be out in the field.
I will say, on a good note, and I hope I'm not wrong here, I heard absolutely nothing about Rolling Loud at all this weekend, and that warmed my heart. Yeah. I didn't hear a single word about it. Not one thing. Good, bad, indifferent. Yeah. Nothing at all. And I was like, thank fucking God.
I mean, they had, I seen some of the performances online, but nothing negative as far as the crowd and what happened and things like that.
Because Rolling Loud has had a history of some shit. Usually happens. Yeah. Like all the loud, it's loud.
Yeah, it's loud. Very loud.
It's very loud in there. So I was happy, especially in a city like Los Angeles, because we know the reputation of Rolling Loud as far as other violence, not related to crowd control, just more backstage control. So I was happy on that end.
Well, you know, the security is up at all of these festivals now.
For sure.
Yeah, you know that.
For sure, but especially Rolling Loud being a younger demographic too, and young people not knowing how to behave, especially when it comes to taking
Not
drugs.
caring about
and,
authority,
Yeah, I was happy about that, and just them being in LA and violence that happens in Los Angeles.
Well, that's good.
But a purge was happening. Can someone give me a background of this? I keep seeing this headline that in Los Angeles there's a purge, don't come. And I can't tell if that's like a fake headline or it's real.
So I believe, I'm not sure, maybe Damaris could get, I'm not sure if it was the chief of police that made a statement or whoever he was. And he was saying basically don't come to LA. It's dangerous. We can't guarantee your safety.
Is Big U the chief of police now?
Yeah, he might as well be. Which I thought was just like stupid for whoever that guy was.
A Los Angeles Police Department detective is warning people not to come to the city as incidents of smash and grab and follow home robberies have risen in the area recently. That was really irresponsible of him to compare.
He was
that
just
to
a
the
detective?
purge. Yeah, he was a detective.
He's not even like the chief.
He just some cop.
Yeah,
he was
like
directing traffic. Like yo,
like,
TMZ.
I thought he was the supervisor.
But they were being honest. They were being honest. They basically said, "We don't think that we can keep you safe right now."
All right. Well, if you feel like you can't keep me safe right now, give me some of my tax dollars back.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
I want my tax dollars to roll over like
I don't
minutes
even
with Singular.
understand why. If he's just a detective. He's not the chief of police. Nothing.
No. There's also a director of the Los Angeles Police Protective League who also said that. That's who said we can't keep you safe right now. Like, don't come visit. We can't keep you safe.
See, they not.
It's like
did he get
purge.
fired?
They not watching enough Dale.
That was very irresponsible.
They got to tune into Dale more. They not following Dale's account.
We'll have it for him soon.
Yeah, they
we'll
got training. See, you got to know how to get a nigga up off you. See, they not watching.
The
they
whole
laughing.
LA police force to
yeah,
Detroit.
they laughing. Yeah, you got to send Dale out there. He'll clean all that shit up in 10 minutes, guaranteed.
Imagine Dale rolling around the 60s, like just talking to cops. Yo, come here. Let me show you something.
Yeah, you got to send Dale out there. Dale will go out there, clean all that shit up in 10 minutes. Don't worry about it.
Let Dale link with Big U. They both get in the Hummer.
Clean that shit
just
right
clean
up.
the city up.
The city of LA will be cleaner than it's ever been, guaranteed. Big U and Dale. Clean up the streets of LA, man.
That might be part 2 to what we have to do.
Yeah, sit with Big U.
But you got to talk to Big U. I'm cool.
I talk to Big U.
You could do that.
But why you don't talk to Big U?
I'll talk to the cops.
You would talk to the cops.
I'll talk to the cops.
The white
you
guy
talk
would-
to Big U.
The white man would talk to the police. Yeah, send Dale out there. Let him link with Big U, man. Let's get LA streets safe, man, so people can enjoy themselves again. But that cop is a fucking idiot to say that on the news. I can't guarantee you. You're just a detective.
And
You
have to
come
get fired
after
for that.
the violence is committed. That's what detectives do. They come after the crime and they try to figure out what happened.
A detective has never protected you once.
Not at all. Like it's like the crime has happened already once the detective shows up.
I've seen Law and Order. They always find the body.
Exactly.
They never stop the body.
They never stop the body from happening.
Ever.
No.
All they do is get in the courtroom like, we need to stop this. Like,
Exactly.
Come on, man. This is supposed to be what you're supposed to be doing. Stop trying to detect shit in the parking garage.
I thought that was the supervisor or the chief of police. That's crazy that was just a detective that said that.
Don't they have an HR department at this point? LAPD?
We could get
I
into
feel
a lot
like
of
after-
departments that the LAPD has or doesn't have. We'll be here all day.
You figure they would put like money into marketing and PR after a few incidents. Mm-hmm. I mean,
No. Somebody's getting rich. They live in the hills. Trust me. A lot of those cops, great homes.
Listen, Mark Furman came and they were just like, it'll work itself out. Or was that their mission statement? Like, yo,
It'll work itself out. Come to LA. It'll work itself out.
if you don't want your detective all up in the
All
press,
up in your business. All up at the dope spot.
yeah, come to
Oh my
LAPD.
God, man. Jesus Christ.
Did you guys see Kanye's freestyle at Rolling Loud?
No, Future brought him out, right?
He freestyled at Rolling Loud?
He had the same boots on though, right? He didn't even change. No, Kanye really turned into one of those billionaires.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what
you know how, what's his name?
Steve Jobs?
they wear the
Steve-
same
him
shit
too.
all the time, yeah.
Ye is kind of on that wave now.
Once people know how much money you're worth, you could wear the same shit every day. Nobody cares.
That's true.
Because at that point you're just you're like a figure. You're like a cartoon character. Like you never seen Bugs Bunny change his outfit.
No.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of like you never seen Ronald McDonald change his outfit.
And I feel like the genius that it takes to be a billionaire, if you had to decide what you wanted to wear every day, you wouldn't leave the house till 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Your brain would just go into a whole mode that you wouldn't be productive at all.
At that point, I'm worth a Billy. I've had these jeans on for a month, man. Yes. If you smell anything, that's me.
Yeah, I went back to that. We can get off Kanye in a second. I went back to that Andre 3000 Life of the Party Kanye record. And they put it out on Tidal with the new one. It's edited, it's got beeps in it, so I don't like it. I like the rip. So I listened to the rip again. And Andre had explained that Kanye wouldn't put 3 Stacks verse out because he was cursing. Kanye's verse on the original, he curses about 10 times.
Yeah.
Kanye curses more than Andre 3000 on this song.
Yeah.
If you tell me, bro, you cursed, I can't put it out. Did you listen to your 3 verses?
That's why a lot of that shit is like, even on his set, he was like secular music. And we go down the track list, it's like, have you heard the lyrics in these records?
Well, I'm trying to tell you the beauty of Christianity, being a Catholic mode. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Just say, yo, my bad, God.
Yeah.
I was wildin'.
I get it.
Like, I was wildin'.
That's the beauty in it.
I'll do a few Hail Marys, I'll be all right.
Exactly. Going in and confessing to somebody behind the screen.
It's easy.
I tried that.
Who's also sinning.
Yeah.
With children.
You tried that.
Yeah, behind the screen.
With children?
Door. No.
Oh.
No,
No,
like mine's a little different. Like I did some shit and went to like my uncle's house in the South. I was fucking up in the summer one time and
Wait, hold
got
on.
in some trouble.
You went...
It wasn't a real screen. It was a screen door, not a screen.
Yeah,
like,
Listen, I know family members. I'm aware. I've dealt with some of that. Family members can be a little handsy when you're a kid.
no,
Is that what you're...
no.
If, no, it's,
Never.
listen, I'm here for you,
Safe
bro.
place.
No, never. That,
Wait,
no.
all right. So I'm joking now, but when did you have to go down south?
No, I used to go down south in the summer. And
Okay.
You know how in the South they have screen doors to keep the
Yeah,
flies
for
out
sure.
and stuff like that. So I had came back later than I was supposed to. I came back to the house.
I feel like this is every black movie ever.
Yeah, exactly. It's part of the culture. And the
Kid in the hood has to go...
screen
go
door is
down
locked, so
south.
I'm yelling through the screen door like, "You!" Like, I want to unlock the screen. Uncle was like, "You know what time it is?" He talking. I could see him. He's on the couch.
Okay.
He's like, "Nah, you see what time it is?" So I'm like, "All right." So I'm just me and the crickets out here. Like,
Yeah.
snakes.
Go
and shit
learn
out
some
here.
survival. Yeah, you
Nah.
wish you would have had them Kanye fly fishing boots at that time, I bet.
And that was it was really scary for me because I'm from New York. We're from the city. We used to cars, buildings, noise. When you in the deep South
Oh, it's scary.
at night
It's quiet.
and it's like no lights on the road. The only lights on the road are the cars. It's a different type of scary.
Yeah. It's pretty much the white version of media. When they go to the hood, they think everything, they're going to get robbed right away, and it don't really be the case.
Yeah.
That's, I feel like people in the city have only seen horror movies with dirt roads that you're going to get murdered right away.
It's crazy.
It's the
It's a
media
whole
works both
different
ways.
world.
I go to the South, I'm like, oh, there's 1,000 serial killers on this
for sure.
dirt road for sure.
For sure.
Meanwhile, like, dog, it's not just serial killers just chilling. It's like just waiting for the street lights to go off to get me.
Exactly.
Oh, we're like, do you think you were cured?
Yeah, I never made it back to the house late again. So yeah, I was cured.
Well, do you think, like, did you go back up north, like, as a new man? Like, oh, I'm going to conquer the podcast world?
I think that was the last
Like,
time.
this happened last summer, or?
No, hell no. I was real young. I think that was the last time I told my mom I was going down south for the summer. Like,
Okay.
I'm never doing that again.
A lot of bug bites.
It was just, you get to an age where you're like, why am I here? Why am I doing this? Why am I spending my summer like this?
Because your mom wants to get a fucking break from your ass. That's
it.
why.
Yeah, once you get older, you know what it was about.
100%. Yo,
Like, absolutely.
I need this
I
kid.
get it. Yeah, but it's just like, I was getting to that age where it was kind of like, this maybe right before I went to high school. So it was kind of like, I'm like, Mom, I'm not doing that. Like,
Yeah. I think parents get in that mode once you start going to school that they realize you're not around all the time, which they love. And then summertime come and it's like, wait,
yeah.
you're here all day. That's where summer camp was invented.
Exactly.
You think summer camp is for us to like,
No.
like, oh my
Learn
God, we could
skills.
go out in the suburbs and
Yeah,
swim.
no.
Like, no. That's just so your parents can get some peace of
they
fucking mind.
wanted to get you out the house for like 3 weeks at a time.
Yeah,
That's all it's for.
summer camp is just a productive way to abandon your children and not take responsibility to parent.
And so is basketball camp. Because
Oh, for sure.
a lot of you kids are not going to make it. I just want
Yo.
to put that out there.
I did overnight basketball camp 10 minutes from my house.
He's right down the street.
Right down the block.
That's like when the girls used to move off your block and you would think you would never see her again. She just moved to Brooklyn.
Same bus stop.
She just moved to Brooklyn. But you was a kid crying like, I'm never going to see this
Ever.
girl. She lives 20 minutes away from you. I promise you can see this girl again.
Oh, man, I miss summer camp. I do
They should
miss
have
them.
adult summer camps.
They do have
They
them.
do have them.
No, they do not.
Yes, they
100%.
do, and they're really fun too.
They look at. I've never done
Adult
one.
summer camps? This
Yeah.
is a thing?
And it's like regular summer
Rory,
camp.
how come we never did adult summer camp, B?
I mean, I didn't think you'd want to go to adult summer camp with me. I didn't know how to pose
Fam.
that question to you.
Fam, let's do adult summer
Would you
camp.
reply to my text if I said, hey, bro, you want to go upstate to adult summer camp?
I'll probably tell you get the fuck off my phone, but it's
Exactly.
a
I was trying to
reply.
save myself the hurt.
Yeah, but it's a reply. I didn't know that it was a real thing. Adult summer camp?
It's
I just thought adults go to like Turks.
bro, it's summer camp with rose. It's really all it is. That's all that shit is. It's just add some wine to whatever you did at summer camp. Yeah.
After the activity's over.
Yeah, it's archery and alcohol.
Archery. Yeah.
We should do that.
I would love to do that.
Let's do
I'm
some
still
adult-
like that little kid shit. I'll go to Sky Zone
Same.
and still pretend like I'm dunking like Vince Carter.
Yeah.
I enjoy that type of shit.
Yeah, no, I would definitely do. Adult summer camp sounds lit.
I just did go-karts in Jersey City.
Yeah.
I have fun at that type of stuff. It makes me feel better.
Adult summer camp, let's do that. Let's set that up.
We do it for the whole team.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Kyle, you gonna record?
Yeah, we should do that. Adult summer camp is fun.
Kyle gonna win the dance contest.
For sure. None of y'all can outdance Carl. I just want y'all to know that right now.
Did you ever go to summer camp that had girls at it too?
Yeah. I mean, we were young.
I know, but like making out was like
Oh, that was a shit.
you might as well had a threesome at summer camp when
You kissing?
yeah. And I like kind of touched her titty a little bit.
Oh, yeah. The first time you touched that nipple and feel that nipple hard?
And mind you,
Yeah.
she was young. She had no titties.
Yeah, nah.
But it just
hard
wasn't. It
nipple.
wasn't my bare chest, so it felt good.
I know when I know I'm gonna have daughters, man.
Because you're a piece
karma.
of shit.
Yeah. My karma. Oh my God.
I want daughters. I'm one of those guys that wants daughters. I want a son, but
You want daughters?
I do
Why?
because I
I
watched,
think you like pain. You want to cry every
No,
night
I've
knowing
wa-
she's
I've watched
dating that
it-
black man. No,
Yo,
you know
if
Rory's,
Rory has a daughter, she'll be black.
she's gonna date a black man though.
Why you say that, Damaris?
Oh, here we fucking.
Oh, you know you love that chocolate, that cinnamon. You know you love chocolate cinnamon.
Or am I one of those white guys that dates black girls for their whole life, only fucks black girls, but then,
And then
when it's time,
I will literally
here's
cancel
Susan
you
with
myself.
blonde hair and blue eyes.
Rory, let me.
I will cancel
put
you
this
myself.
on record.
No, I know there's a lot of white guys that do that
No,
shit.
listen, put this on record. If you have a kid with a white woman,
What if she's the
bro,
one?
I'm gonna be fucking crying, bro. That is the funniest shit in the world. It's like,
That's
bro,
some sick shit. It's no longer a preference. That's a fetish, sir.
At that point, it's like, oh, you dirty dog.
Yeah, no, that's
all
nasty.
you was doing was just running around dipping
That's-
in chocolate, but you kept that bloodline pure though. that pure
wasp.
Aryan bloodline.
Pure wasp.
That pure Aryan bloodline.
Yeah, that's fucking Rory Jefferson over here.
Yo, that's some funny shit.
That's sick.
That's hilarious.
But you know that's like a thing though.
It is a thing.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't. No matter what.
And they've already accused you of that online. You're fetishizing.
Fetishizing.
It's a hard word to say.
Yeah.
It's like Wednesday.
They say that you love black women, but I know that you really do like black girls though.
I don't see. Someone still hasn't really told me what fetish and preference really the difference is. So
No, fetish is like it's only sexual.
Is it?
Yeah. Yes.
but y'all know I be loving my bitches.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know. you know, I got your back.
It'd be way more than just.
So fetish
I'm joking.
fetish is usually sexual.
Yes.
Fetishization meaning
All right, well then that
can
I've
be thought
not-
of as
I've-
the act of making someone an object of sexual desire based on some aspect of their identity.
So Maul has every girl he's ever slept with is a fetish.
No.
Well, they were objects of sexual desire, so I think
Can you
that
No,
was-
but
can you
it's based
fetishize your
on
own
one-
race? Because I've never dated a white girl, but I fucked a white girl. So does that mean I just fucked because she was white?
No, that would be a fetish. You would continue. It would be a different thing. I don't know. It would be something you would want to continually do.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, never mind. We'll see how this goes.
we'll see
I still
how it
want
goes.
We'll see how this goes. It'll work itself out.
I still want daughters because I've watched so many people around me's demise towards their latter days of death, and their sons never took care of them. Only their daughters. Like y'all can, all these guys can say, I just want a son. I want a son. I need my son carry on my legacy. All that shit. Yeah. Wait till you in that bed dying. Only your daughters are gonna come to help you. Your son gonna be like, he'll be all right. It's just the reverse of the way your dad treated you. Of like, nah, you'll be fine, bro.
Yeah, so
So now it's my time to say, oh, you can't get out of bed. You'll be all right. You tough.
oh man, that's hilarious. But yeah, so Damaris was technically right. Fetish is usually sexual. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But that would be hilarious though. Like if you just had like kids with like a white woman, that would be some funny shit, man.
But what type of white?
No, like that white.
Like what if I had a kid with like Marissa Mendez?
Marissa isn't white.
Yes, she is.
Marissa?
She's white.
Her last name.
Her name is Marisa Mendez. She is
Marty
not
white, bro. That's my people. Shout out to Marty. I love you.
Marty is not a white girl.
We called her Marty. Her name's not Marty.
Marty is not white. Marty would be Spanish if anything.
I mean, is her last name Mendez?
Her last name is Mendez. I don't know if
Is that a stage
I've
name?
seen the ID, bro. Her last name is Mendez.
I'm mad I had to bring Madi up in that way when I haven't talked about Madi in a long time. Shout out to Madi. I love you.
Yeah, shout out
hope
to
everything
Madi.
is great. I actually did look at your IG the other day, and it looks like things are going amazing. But no, what if I do like the white girl version of me?
Like another redhead?
I also have to. I don't know if you guys know that gingers are going to be extinct one day, very soon. So like,
Wait,
maybe I have to do it for.
All right, man.
I have to do it for my race.
All right. See, so then now
All right, what if I went with a girl that I really loved and want to have kids with, and then just donated my sperm just to like the ginger clinic
to save the ginger race?
Yes,
I wouldn't be mad at that. If you're doing it for a cause bigger than yourself, Rory,
that's
I
what
wouldn't
I'm
be mad.
saying. It's not a fetish.
Yeah,
I'm trying
if
to
it
keep
was
us
bigger
going.
than you,
Like,
I wouldn't be mad.
just I want to create another ginger so he can get bullied.
But
for
are they
his
really
entire
saying
life.
that gingers are going extinct? Are y'all like,
For
okay?
sure. And you know why that is? Because redheads don't like each other. Like when this was a headline of like gingers will be extinct in the next 150 years or whatever, just because everyone's fucking everyone. And they've said that about race, period.
But wait, how does that work? Does it have to be two redheads to have a redhead baby?
No, it doesn't. Like my grandmother on my father's side has red hair and my mother has red hair. So I was destined to have red hair, even though my dad didn't have red hair.
Got you.
It's a gene thing. But the more fucking we're doing, like we're erasing that gene more and more, because here's the thing. Redheads are not attracted to each other. We're very self-hating people. We're pale. We got made fun of, freckles. I don't find that
like
attractive
black people.
because everyone told me
we're
how
self-hating.
unattractive it was my entire life.
I think all races are self-hating.
I mean,
I don't know
the
the history
Nazis
of
seem to
redheads.
think pretty highly of themselves.
I think they got along great. I think they loved each other.
yeah, the British seem to... They thought they was all right.
Yeah, like that's what I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to get the knowledge here.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so gingers or redheads are going extinct because y'all don't particularly like each other or y'all not sexually attracted to each
And
other.
on top of that, where the fact that people on the internet
So you've never
say-
seen another ginger that you was like, damn, she's sexy.
very rarely,
Really?
very, very rarely.
Wow.
Yes, they're either fucking, and I'm saying this across the board, myself included, I'm on the other side. They're either fucking gorgeous or like, like
Just because
they
they're
could
gingers.
use some sunscreen.
Oh, okay.
And like,
I'd never thought about it like
here's
that.
the other thing too. It's not a fetish. It's on like, have you ever seen two pasty thighs next to each other? Doesn't look very good. Like, I don't want to see that in my bed.
Yeah, I got you.
Just four pasty legs.
Yeah, it's nasty.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I
and the
got
amount of sunscreen, that's a household that
Yeah.
that adds up.
I never thought about it that way.
And on top of that, when you're growing up, redheads don't come into their features until way later in life. Like, redheads are ugly as fuck when we start, and then we kind of get all right.
Okay.
People fetishize us. For people to say I have a fetish is offensive, because how I started getting pussy was because people were saying I've never fucked a white boy or a redhead.
Yeah.
I landed into the black woman thing.
Yeah, you were like
They were the only girls that wanted to fuck me.
Yeah, you were like a little unicorn in the hood.
Yeah.
Everybody just wanted to
Like,
ride.
I got to see what that's like.
Yeah. I get it. No, Damaris, I'm doing the knowledge. I understand what's happening.
Did you
here,
just call me a
okay?
carousel?
Sort of. Yeah, like I get it. I could see how Rory would be like the guy in the hood where black girls would be like, I never had sex with a white boy. Like,
Yeah.
Rory's right outside. He's not doing nothing.
And like,
He's free.
I was an easy way to lean into it too. So like, they didn't have to go straight to like the real white, like frat lacrosse guy. They could like ease into me like, oh, he's listening to Jeezy and is wearing Cool Water cologne and his clothes don't fit. He's like a easy way. Let me transition into this white
Eminem
thing
adjacent.
before I go right for Brad on the lacrosse team. It was an easier transition.
So when you're having sex, do you ever tell a girl, take that turmeric dick? Like, you love this turmeric dick? You don't ever say that?
I can't even pronounce that word. let alone when I'm fucking. I can barely pronounce fuck when I'm fucking. The way I say fuck, I'm like, fuck.
You know,
You think I can say turmeric? I would say, do you have a tumor?
You gotta
would
get
come
that.
out wrong.
You gotta get
Ooh,
that
take
off.
this tumor
You
dick.
gotta get that off at least once, Rory. Take that turmeric dick. You gotta get that off.
Listen, man.
Because you're a ginger. Why not?
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means.
Take that turmeric dick, man. Get that off, man. See, because Rory can get off the shit that I can't. Obviously, I'm not a ginger. I can never get that off. If
What
I
can we
say
get
take
off
this, if I
besides
say, if I tell a girl take this turmeric dick, she gonna look at
What
me
are y'all
like, wait,
jealous
what?
of us that we could do?
that you can say, yo, take this turmeric dick. I could never get that off. I would be getting some sick shit off if I was ginger. I'd let you know that right now.
What are the lines you draw when sleeping with a white woman?
What do you mean? What are the lines?
There has to be lines in the sand.
Well, obviously she can't call me a nigger.
Well, that went without saying. That went without saying.
Yeah, like I mean that's like a thing. You know, that's a thing in porn. Like they have yeah, like they have like scenes where the white girl just
Your algorithms is crazy.
yeah, they be talking crazy. I be laughing.
I
just
didn't
look
see
at
that one
shit
on
and just be
Reality
laughing.
Kings.
Like yo, she
Though
called,
it should be because it probably is reality.
yeah, like so that would be out. But other than that, no, there's no limits.
Okay. No role play that you would be against?
Yeah, I'm not gonna be the. I'm not gonna be outside picking cotton. I'm not gonna be doing that.
I'm not saying from a role reversal standpoint. Like,
Oh, should I have her outside picking cotton?
yeah, like you're gonna do it for the people.
Oh yeah, like this is reparations.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, this is for you, Dred Scott. I'm gonna make sure your legacy is solidified.
No, a white woman definitely. She definitely had sex with me only because she never had sex with a black guy. She was like, "Yo, you're the first black guy."
I'm sure that happens very often.
Yeah, it happens.
But does that make you feel weird?
Huh?
Does that make you feel
It
weird?
makes me feel proud, Rory.
Okay.
I'm a proud black man. I did it for Malcolm, for Martin, and the ones before me. That's who I did it for. Yeah. Are you kidding me?
You did it for Martin. You ain't do that shit for Malcolm.
I did it for Malcolm.
You ain't do it for Malcolm.
Yeah, Malcolm used to be pimping them white hoes. See, I know Detroit Red's history. See, y'all like to erase that from the history books.
I mean, we're focused on Malcolm right now.
There will be no Malcolm without Detroit
We're
Red.
focused on Beyonce, not Sasha Fierce.
Yeah, but there will be no Malcolm without. He had to.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So we can't just throw that away. So I know how he felt about white women. He was in love with. He was in love with a white woman at one point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
It's in the book.
He was reborn.
It's in the book. It's in the movie. I mean, I've never met the man personally, but yeah. No, I did it for Malcolm. I did it for Martin.
I get
I
it.
did it for Al Sharpton. Yeah.
I get it. Carl, I don't even want Carl's answer to any of those questions.
Carl's just a nasty man.
I don't even want to know what Carl
he's
we're
just-
doing.
Carl is just filthy.
And Damaris is the only woman in here, so that's not fair.
Damaris, you slept with a white guy before? Sound like somebody.
Seem disappointed.
Show did turn that white boy out.
Turning him out is fucking nuts.
You know Damaris turned that white boy out.
It's possible.
He's still hitting her phone. He's
Still texting. Yo, you open
yo,
Q's?
yo, no good.
No good.
Yo, no
Yo.
good. Not right now. Not a good time.
Coast clear?
Yo, Eden, Jesus.
That's funny.
Oh,
Jesus.
man.
all staying in.
Oh my
That's
God.
No,
funny.
Jesus. Have you
Jesus
ever
Christ.
slept with a white woman before?
Yes.
Oh, you said
That was some confidence.
Yeah, we just got out of one.
That's where he got the COVID scare from today.
Yeah, all right. We're not doing that. At a point, we're not doing that.
Oh man.
She said they just tested me at JP Morgan.
Oh my God.
And she probably called him Eddie. She didn't even call him Eddie.
Oh yeah, she definitely calls him Eddie. She definitely calls him Eddie.
Definitely called me Eddie.
Eddie.
or Jesus like us.
Yeah. Eddie. Oh man, that's great, man. Yeah, man. But
Does Spanish men like white women?
yeah.
Okay. I don't
Yeah.
know. Everyone loves everybody.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, you got everybody loves
I
everybody.
just
I
like
don't
to,
really love them, but they're there.
But they're there.
Get Jazz on the mic.
Yes,
Did
you're
Jazz
right. They
ever
are
sleep
there.
with a white man?
He said, but they're there. What does that mean?
oh my God. This is going to get canceled.
Oh God.
Just off what Ed
Oh
said.
yeah, no, I'm taking all of this out.
No, I think that we're having.
Oh, let's get into Jewish women then and really take us to the cancellation.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
No, I'm good.
Turmeric's good for like prevent Alzheimer's and shit, right?
I believe it helps with inflammation.
Heart, like
I'm pretty sure it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's-
inflammation is the thing that I know that turmeric really helps with.
even if the dick is trash, you're preventing your chances of Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's there. Have y'all been keeping up with the latest meme trend of love languages?
No.
No.
This one has had me furious in my house with no furniture, just to put things in context.
Okay.
The one that's been going the most viral is I booked us a flight in quotations and then dash my love language. What is your work language? The entitlement in love languages now is the craziest thing on earth to me. How is your love language? How do you think that you're so good at loving that you could go straight to the top of I booked us a flight? And that's your love language?
Who again? Because I feel like we kind of had this talk. You have to know where you're booking the flight to. You can't take every girl to.
That's not what I'm talking about.
You just talking about in general.
I'm talking about for you to run straight to the top of love languages. Like you skipped every step of asking if you're okay, What can I do for you today?
Oh, well, you're trying to
Like
make...
now, all of a sudden,
Oh,
you
yeah,
think your
I see.
book of flight love language? What is your what have you done for my love language?
Well, you know that this generation and this time that we're in is very superficial. It's very take and take. It's not even give and take. It's take and take.
To me, women on the internet's love language looks like
Whatever their favorite
7-year-old
celebrity is
throwing
doing.
a fucking temper tantrum in the middle of Toys R Us because they think they deserve every toy in the entire store, yet have not contributed anything to the family except for just their existence.
No, women's love languages are whatever love languages their favorite celebrity that they're following is.
Whatever Dre is doing that day.
Yeah. Dre is on the beach. She's by the pool. Dre is at home. These pictures were taken 3 months ago.
But I just want to know like where the audacity comes of you just think I just show up and like I deserve my love language can now be a flight.
Yeah.
But Rory, just to do a callback to 2 episodes ago, you said that
Here comes the
quote,
woman.
I like flights, so I take bitches on flights. This is what you said.
Did he say that, D?
He did say
He did
that.
say that, didn't
Well,
he?
it's just a flight. It's no big deal. I like trips.
Huh?
I like trips was the actually direct quote.
Flying them to Jersey City is not a love language. That's number one.
Hey, putting somebody on a flight to Jersey City.
Straight to EWR. Economy. Ooh, that's a love language right there.
That's a nasty flight. Jesus Christ, that's a nasty
Have you ever seen
flight.
the Meadowlands, Ma?
As soon as you land, the penitentiary is right there. It's right across the street.
You want to put your toes in the swamp?
Bro, putting niggas in the penitentiary right across from an airport is so disrespectful.
I mean, it's a lot of airports.
like them niggas are sitting there just watching flights take off every day. Like,
they watch a metaphor go over their head
bro,
every day.
that's so fucked up, man. I think about that every time I gotta fly to Newark. I'm like, this is so fucked
Which
up.
LaGuardia, the end of the runway is Rikers.
Really? Oh, you're right. You're absolutely right. Rikers is right there.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's on purpose. That's on purpose. Whoever's building these prisons, they're doing that on purpose. They like, yo, we want y'all niggas to see people being free. Like, because nothing says free like flights taking off and landing.
And then the more audacity that I have to see the word spirit
yeah.
fly over me. You think my spirits is high right now? Because they're not. And it's yellow. I can't miss it.
Oh my God, man. That's funny as fuck.
No, I listen, and to your point of me saying I put chicks on flights. They are not demanding or asking me and saying that is their love language.
Yeah.
It's women that just come out as if everyone deserves the highest thing ever when you're not providing much at all. Please tell me, and when you post these, please tell me what you're good at.
Mm-hmm.
If booking a flight because your love language is that and I'm doing that, what have you ever offered?
Right. Damaris, let me ask you something since you're the only woman in the room.
I'm so tired. I'm hiring another woman.
No,
I will hire
listen.
another
No.
woman, an
Sometimes
intern,
we just
somebody.
fall into these. I just need a woman's. If a guy was to book a vacation, right? Say y'all never took it. This is y'all first vacation together. Y'all hooked up a couple times. You know what I mean? Like nothing real too deep. But he like, yo, want to take a trip for the weekend? Let's go somewhere. If you go on this trip with this guy, are you expecting him to use protection on vacation, like when y'all have sex?
I'm not answering
This,
that.
yeah.
Why?
Because you're the only one that uses condoms. We've been through this a million times.
Yeah, I'm not.
No, I'm just saying. No, but if I take a woman on a vacation, condoms aren't in my bag. Like this is
She can't get pregnant in international waters.
No, this
Like,
is
what?
Raw Island. You ain't know that?
Raw Island.
For a second, I
Is
thought
that
you
next
said
to Rhode
Rhode
Island?
Island. and
Right
that
down the
was-
block. It's right down the street. Yeah. Would you?
Mall.
Would you be expecting to use protection on this trip?
Well, her love language is not
Because
plastic.
you know you want to have sex in the pool. Like if he has a private, if it's a
I'm
villa,
not having sex in a pool. Any bitch that let you fuck her in a pool.
not in the water,
don't
but like you're on the
respect her
edge of the
vagina.
That's a lot
pool,
of
like
chemicals.
outside of the water, and like he might be on the steps busting that thing open for you. No.
Mall.
All right, never mind.
Do you
She's
talk to your
HR too, you
therapist?
know that, right?
Do you talk to your therapist about this, about the things that you asked me?
I haven't. I think I found one. I haven't had a session with her yet, but I think I found one. But I would. Yeah. That's what a
You would
therapist.
talk to her about this.
Yeah, I would be like, listen, I'm about to take a trip with this young lady. We've only used protection, but I don't plan on using protection on this vacation. What do you think?
That's what you want to ask your therapist.
Yeah.
That's
See
the
what she
first
said.
question.
Not the first.
Okay,
No,
I just was
God,
curious.
no.
The second.
No, but I'm just saying if a trip is coming up and I have a session with a therapist, I would bring it up. Like
You
yo,
should
listen,
ask your doctor. I don't think you should ask your.
She's a doctor.
Oh, your clinical doctor.
Just let me know when you're ready to book this trip because you asked. This isn't the first time I think you've asked about this. I think we've asked about this in pre-pro too. So just
About
let me
going
know when
raw
you
on
want me to
vacation?
book the trip for you and the girl that you want to take on vacation.
All right.
Because I feel like you're
December
speaking-
27th works for me.
Okay.
Add it to the calendar.
Add it to the calendar.
God.
Fuck it. Whatever.
All right, Damaris. Do love languages have to match?
Yeah, because what if I'm Spanish?
That too.
I speak Spanish love language. All right, I'm fucking with you.
Bilingual love language. What if my love language is just I would just like to be respected, and I would just like you to be a good listener and someone that I can rely on. That's my love language. No, words of affirmation are my love language. That's
Words
that's
of
a thing.
affirmation means you like people telling you that they love you and that you're great and all of these things.
So say that's my love language, right?
Okay.
And then her love language is the meme, yo, I booked us a trip or traveling.
You do know that the meme
So-
of I booked us a trip, the love language isn't the gift of the trip. The love language is the act of the service that you planned something. You do know that, right?
Yes,
That's what women
I
mean
knew
when
that,
they
but we
say
were
that.
having fun. Damaris, thanks for stepping on the joke.
No, Rory's that ass.
Do you have to be able to afford your own love language? Because you can't go in a relationship until you love yourself, right?
That's a fact.
You have to love yourself.
He's spitting.
You have to love yourself, or someone else cannot love you until you know how to love yourself. So if your love language is traveling and your bum ass can't buy a ticket for yourself to go travel,
Now she a bum.
I am not part of your love language.
I don't speak that language.
I am your trick language.
Yeah. Oh, women love a good trick. You know that.
Duh.
Ooh. Women love nothing more than a trick except the new trick.
Oh yeah.
The one that don't know they
trick.
old tricks.
The new trick.
Oh God, they love the new trick. The one that don't know that they're the trick yet. Ooh. Y'all be
That can't
spinning
be
them
true.
niggas like tops, boy.
You gotta know when
Y'all
you're
be
the trick.
spinning them niggas like tops.
You gotta know when you're the trick.
Some niggas don't know.
That's not true. They just
Rory,
fine with it. They just
take
fine
from,
with it.
No, take it from me.
That's all they know how to offer, and they feel good about that.
No, take it from me. Some dudes do not know when they're the trick. They do not know. I've seen it, and
What, they think they're a boyfriend?
they think that the girl really likes them.
You can really like your trick, Mom.
See, I agree with
Oh
that.
my God. No,
I agree
you
with
don't
Damaris
like your trick. You like what your trick is doing for you. You don't like him.
What if he tricks
he
and
stops-
listens?
Any human being, any human interaction you come across, you will always be able to say, I like what this person does for me. This person makes me, whether it's this person is fucking me well, or this person makes me smile, or this person makes me smarter, or this person puts me in a position to get money. You always like people for what they do for you. Actually liking people for who they are is
Yeah.
it's a facade.
Well, that happens, once every lifetime,
Yeah,
if you're
it's a
lucky.
it's a facade.
That's not
People don't even like their
true.
parents.
People like you for who you are. I like you for who you are.
Maul, if I had a list of all the things I do for you, and if I didn't do them, how much you wouldn't like me? Like,
I
let's
still
not.
like you for who you are, Damaris.
Yeah, okay.
If you weren't,
But
I'm
I would
saying
be indisposable.
if you weren't,
I
listen.
would be disposable.
Let's
No.
Let's say
First of all,
Maul's
you're
a
not.
trick. Stop doing them. See if he keeps paying.
No, listen, you're not. I'm about to say. This is what I'm about to say. If you was to
Let's see
stop
the
doing
trick.
these things,
Let's
I
see if
would
you really
still,
like her.
I would still love you as a person and appreciate you.
Okay, would I still have a job?
Yeah. Oh, I
Yeah.
don't know if you still have a job, but
we
I would love you and wish you luck on your next endeavor.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all, right?
That's not loving somebody.
No.
Yes, it is.
Prayers.
It is.
Yo,
I would
best
still love
wishes.
Damaris. What are you kidding me? Yeah.
You killed it. Like, go
Yeah, you
ahead.
killed it.
Oh, yeah, you doing your thing.
Wherever you end up or wherever you land, it was meant to be.
I just yeah, but no, a lot of people, a lot of tricks don't know that they're tricks though. They think like, yeah, nah, I got bitches. No, you have bills. It's okay. It is what it is.
Same thing. Honestly, if you think same thing.
Well, but that's not true because if she's providing a service, it's transactional. Like, I don't look at
Everything is
I'm not
transactional.
Verizon's trick. They provide me a service and I give them the money they're fucking owed.
So you're in turn saying that women are cell phones.
Some are just transactional, yes. And I think there's plenty of women. It's the oldest job on earth. Transactional women.
It's the first
You know what the oldest job on earth is, right?
first
Hoeing.
occurs.
Selling that ass.
So yeah.
Selling
It's not-
that ass.
Some shit is not
Ooh,
trick.
they selling it at a rapid rate now, Rory. Have you seen it? They out there giving it up.
I have not.
It's a clearance on ass.
Law,
I have
no,
not.
because
Loyan
he's
won't let me
buying
take
it.
any cash out.
I don't
so.
buy ass. That's one thing Maul doesn't do.
You bought it though.
I
You
don't buy
definitely
ass.
have.
You know,
Ass?
all right, you've had to pay for it though.
Ooh. Ass, pussy?
You have not bought pussy, but you've had to pay for it.
Like eating dinner.
I hope that didn't go over your head.
Yo.
Free the 2-time.
All right, man. Yo, so did you
Shout out
see?
to Casanova. You saw he re-released his album. I went to new album shit. I saw Casanova. I was like, I know this album. I like this album.
I know this album is
He
fucking
re-released
hilarious.
Commissary. I just saw it was on Tidal. It was on new albums, and I was like, oh, okay. I'll give it some more streams. I like
Oh,
this
man,
album.
it just
Word.
got to Tidal. That's my.
He signed a Tidal.
Yeah, he signed Rock Nation. Yeah, he signed a Rock Nation.
If they didn't put that on Tidal in 2018 and you signed to them,
Shout out to Casanova, man.
for sure,
Prayers to him.
for sure. And I've been seeing some stuff about his case, and a lot of objective lawyers seem to think pretty highly of it and think it's a bullshit case as far as Cass goes. That he's just kind of got wrapped up in it, and it's all circumstantial evidence, and they're just trying to arrest as many people as possible to see who is going to snitch. And then from there,
That's the game they play,
like,
yeah.
They just grabbed everybody, didn't matter.
And somebody's gonna
Oh,
say
Rico,
something, yeah.
Who wants to raise their hand? And that's just all it is. And everything that's on Cass is real circumstantial bullshit. So
All right, well, prayers to him.
for sure.
Praying for,
sure,
the
for sure.
best.
New music did come out though. Speaking of that,
It did. Got that Ross.
talk to me. It's
I
your
like
guy.
it.
It's time to be objective.
I like it. I hate the Wiggle record though. Gotta be honest.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
I
wiggle.
hate
Yo,
that. They gonna make it work. They gonna force it on us. But I hate that record, man. It's the hook is just too lazy. Like wiggle,
very
wiggle.
lazy.
I think it was.
Yeah.
I think it was finally Ross. Ross has been really good at not showing his age his whole career. Because Ross came in the game not
In his-
as a,
in his-
like,
in
not as
his-
like a 21
Yeah,
year
no,
old.
in his 30s for sure. Yeah.
And
Well, when we found out about
yeah,
it,
and whatever his industry age is now, I think Ross is 50. I just think they got.
Nah.
I think they gave him an
his
ill
age is
industry
documented.
I mean,
Yeah, it's documented.
I think this was when he finally Wiggle is when he finally showed his age, because that hook sounds like that creepy uncle at the barbecue. Like, and the girl walked by, he was like, wiggle, 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 wiggle. I'm like, all right, I'm comfortable, Ross. You're finally showing how old you are.
Yeah, the hook was too. It was just lazy. I felt like it wasn't much effort in that hook. The beat is hard. I know what it's gonna do in the strip clubs. I know once they shoot the visual for it and we see asses shaking, we gonna fall in love with it. But nah, that's not the one for me.
Dream Doll came in snitching on Johnny off rip. She
came
said
in
the
on it.
location,
Yeah.
I think she said the flight number. Just landed in Miami, got Johnny on the trap phone. It's Johnny sitting there like, whoa, I gave you that phone for a reason.
Oh,
Dream Doll
man.
came in spitting. But all right,
I
Wiggle,
like the album
understand.
overall though. Great
Wiggle was out
production,
before, right?
Great raps. I love Pulitzer. Rapper States. I think that's what it's called with Benny is hard. The joint. I love the joint with Blast.
That's probably my favorite
Yeah, I
one.
love that joint with Blast. The joint with Jasmine and 21 is super hard.
I mean, that was the first one that came out, and I said on this podcast, it was underwhelming to me.
You don't like that record?
I've had it so many times from Ross, and I feel like they've executed it so much better before.
I mean, shit, it works. Jasmine is killing that shit. 21 got off. Ross got off hard beat. I just saw the video last night. I didn't even know the video was out.
That was the first single. That record's been out for
No, that was
minute
the
now.
first single, but
Yeah.
you gotta like artists like put the videos out on their YouTubes now. Like we need that's what we need. We need a new video show.
It's called Vivo.
Yeah, but nah, man, I gotta go to YouTube to see like, come on, I want to watch a show and watch like, you know what I'm saying? Like people like air the video and shit like that. Like that was part of the culture. That was a huge part of the culture.
I could see you getting there. We talked about Carson Daly last time. I could see
yeah,
I could see Molson Daly like giving up there
for
like
sure.
here's the new
I could go to the window and wave.
here's the new blazing track from
Absolutely.
insert artist that label paid for. Like I
I
could
could-
definitely
yeah.
see you do that.
Let's make it happen. Let's do it. Fuck it. Rory, put it in the universe. D, get them on the phone. Let's make it happen.
But what would be funny instead of everyone going to Times Square to wave at like the window, like you just go to St. Nick and
It gotta
you
be
in
like
the project,
it
you in the
gotta
project
be the
window,
real
just
window.
waving.
Yeah, I gotta open the window.
Like everyone just stands out and waits for you to wave,
Yeah. That's hard.
From the
That's hard,
project
Rory.
to
You laughing,
seventh
but that's
floor.
hard. We gonna get a bag.
and someone's gonna get robbed.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but we need that in the culture, man. Like that's why I like to find videos. But I saw the video. The video was dope. Yeah, I like the album. I like the album a lot. I was
Where does it-
scared. I was nervous, but he delivered. Ross delivered on this.
You already knew.
I'm looking at him, man.
You knew.
What?
How you feel, man?
About what?
Where does this rank in Ross's discography? Because you're gonna
It
make me
just
say
came out
bad things about
Friday,
this
Rory.
album.
I can't say whatever you don't like the album. Say that. I like the album. I don't like Wiggle. I hate that record.
I think it matches exactly what we talked about. It matches the rollout. It feels like I'm getting. I need to put this out to get out of a deal. It's not
well,
bad.
it's
It's fucking. It's gonna be Ross. But to me,
That's
like
all I'm talking about is the music. Is the music good? Like the business behind it, what's happening. I was just scared because I didn't feel like the rollout was like, it was something that it was a lot of momentum behind it. That's
it
why I
felt
was
like he
scared.
didn't put much thought into the music or into this album in general. Because
What
we
you
know
mean
how
it
he
felt like
gives
he
it
didn't
up.
put no thought into the music.
It feels like a lazier version of Rather You Than Me. Like,
Nah, I wouldn't say that. The music is a little
it's
different.
not. It's Ross gonna pick the beats. It's gonna sound great. Like,
No, but
it
the music is just different on this album
Different how, Maul?
because I didn't expect to hear Future on that type of a track.
That was about to be my biggest compliment of it. I would love to hear
That was
Future
hard.
more on Marvin Gaye sample drums.
Yeah, that
Like,
was to
Future,
me. That
Future
was
has
different.
Future has the best verse on that album. Only because we've never heard. I'm not saying the actual verse itself.
No,
because we've never heard Future in that light.
It was so different. Yeah,
It came on and it sounded great with Wale in the middle too.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is ill.
yeah.
But other than that, like, it felt even like some of the content. Of course, we know Ross is gonna give us the regular Ross content,
Mm-hmm.
but he does some deep dives into some shit and gives us some real insight on a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get much of that from Ross on this at all. And later in his career, he's done a lot of that. It felt like the rollout. It felt like let me just do this because it feels like it's time.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like I owe the people some music. Let me do it. And that's not going to be bad from Ross because it's Ross. But again, as I always say on this podcast, I can only compare artists amongst their discography, and Ross is one of those artists for me that I think has one of the best discographies. I will argue it
Without a doubt.
to so many rappers.
Without a
Ross is
doubt.
a legend.
Without a doubt.
So, this one, it felt kind of like,
Is the music good?
yeah, I mean,
Is the raps good?
but why can't shit,
I'm just asking you. I'm asking you direct questions.
is the artist great? That's my answer.
The artist is great. Yeah.
So
I
why
think
should we
Russ is a great
so why
artist.
should we always settle for good?
I'm not expecting him to break the mold with every album, but I'm like, if it sounds like Ross, it feels like Ross. He's still rapping at a high level. The production is still at a high level. The features are dope. Then I mean, as consumers, I mean, what else do we want? Like,
But here's the thing, I'm not comparing him. And again, I'm an idiot behind the mic. Who the fuck am I to say or demand that an artist that is great put out something great every time? Because that's a very impossible thing to do.
and great is subjective because I be seeing a lot of these lists.
Ross
It's
is
like
great.
great album, and I'll be like, no, that's not a great album.
Ross is
Yeah.
a great artist.
Absolutely.
I'll even compare it. I'm not even doing that corny like I'm comparing it to his first album. I'll compare it to the last album.
Mm-hmm.
Rather You Than Me, I could play straight through to this day and do often.
Mm-hmm.
That is a flawless Ross album late in his career.
Mm-hmm.
I still have that hope with Ross. It's not like I've seen a decline with his music. Maybe a decline with his popularity because he started to focus on other things and other artists.
Mm-hmm.
But the music has never declined with Ross. This shit is flawless.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it felt like this was the first time we got an imperfect Ross album.
I mean, besides Wiggle, I don't really know any other songs on there that I just don't want to listen to.
What you rather hear in the club, Wiggle or I'm Too Sexy?
Wiggle, without a doubt. I don't ever want to hear Way Too Sexy in the club.
I mean, I don't know. It just wasn't like crazy standout joints on here to me.
I mean, well, it just came out.
For sure.
Like 72 hours into the album coming out. Like, so I don't like it, but I'm off the listening it over the weekend. I like the album.
I never hit a skip and said that was bullshit. Everything was kind of like across the board.
So you
for
saying
me.
he played it safe? He didn't take no chances.
I don't think he played.
Oh, you think this was just like something that?
I think Ross can do
He
this
had
in his
already and
fucking
just do this?
sleep, and he just did it in
Yeah,
his
it's
sleep.
on autopilot. Yeah.
No, that's exactly what I'm saying.
I mean, it had to be some thought though, because like I said, just off the fucking the Future verse and on that beat, getting them on that track alone is something
Love that.
had to be a thought.
And
You
I
can't
hope-
just you can't wing that.
I hope Future does more of shit like that in the future.
Absolutely.
No pun intended. I didn't mean that was corny. I didn't even realize that.
No, that was
I
come on.
didn't double
Sometimes
up.
that's how it happens.
Sometimes the bar they just come off the head.
There you go.
I'm a great artist.
You are a great artist, Rory.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep listening to it. It's Ross, still one of my favorite rappers ever.
I liked it.
Just match what it was.
I'm sure it's gonna be. I don't know where it ranks in his discography for me. I'm not thinking like that yet. But I was more so scared because I thought the music was gonna be suffering a little bit. And once that wasn't the case, I was like, all right, cool. Like I'm happy for that. This sounds good. The raps are still good. So yeah, we'll see. It's only been a weekend.
I'm with you.
Ask me Thursday how I feel about it.
Cool. Well, yeah, I think made it out alive. The Blast record is phenomenal.
Yeah, I love that record.
Warm words in a cold world is great. Of course, the Benny shit is great, but
And having Willie Falcone on your album is just a different type of flex.
Yeah.
That was insane.
I mean,
You know,
you can
people
give
wasn't
the
talking about
listeners his history.
Willie Falcone?
Yeah.
No, watch it on Netflix, Cocaine Cowboys. It's all there. They put it all there for you.
Ross gonna find him a drug dealer, just in case Freeway want to say something.
But to be fair, Ross has always mentioned Willie Falcone.
Oh, for sure.
Years ago, I remember they was
Yeah.
asking him about his it was an interview I believe he did, and they was asking him about who are some of the biggest, people as far as the drug game that he always like looked in their story and was like, yo, his story is crazy. And
Yeah.
Willie Falcone has always been number one on his list. Actually, that's how I heard about Willie Falcone was from Ross.
Okay.
An interview that Ross did years ago.
I feel like and this is me outside looking in. I feel like every drug dealer that ever there's a movie or TV show about has the same line. If you purchase coke in this era, you bought it from me.
Oh no,
Somebody's lying.
That's hilarious, but in this case, he ain't lying. Willie ain't lying.
I seen it.
That shit is
Blow,
documented.
Boston George. Everybody's like, yo, if you bought cocaine,
They all know each. They all homies. They all homies.
it's all Escobar's
Yeah,
friends.
they all homies. They all homies. Trust me, they ain't lying.
You know the way Rockefeller did that tree for the
Family
T-shirt,
tree?
which was ill. We need the Pablo Escobar.
You might be on it. You gonna be
It's in
somewhere
my
on this.
nose. It's a joke, guys.
All
I
right.
don't do cocaine. I know people really think I do. I really, really don't.
No,
I don't even like eye drops or nose drops. You think I'm putting anything in my fucking nose?
it was something else I wanted to ask you.
Well, in the meantime, while you look for that, there was some other music. Big Boy and Sleepy Brown put out they snuck out a project. I know they've been talking about it, but there's some joints on that. It's for us. If you fucked with Big Boy and Sleepy, it's exactly what we love them for. They didn't try to do 2021 shit. They didn't try to do 96 shit. They just did them, and it's a phenomenal album. Like there's really, really some joints on there that we could play, just maybe not for YouTube.
You put me onto the Alicia Keys album. You was playing it in the green room. Sounds good.
Oh, that's good. You seen her press run where she was like, well, if I was to do a verses, it would probably be with Rihanna or Beyonce.
She did a verses already with John Legend.
Yeah, but she thought that she could do one with Rihanna or Beyonce.
Wait, she said if I was to do it versus, that's what she said?
I don't know if that's what she compared herself to Beyonce and Rihanna. I don't know.
No,
Direct quote.
Demar, did she compare herself to Rihanna or Beyonce?
Beyonce.
Rihanna
I
or
need that
Beyonce?
album.
Or did she say that she
let's
would do
pull it
a
up.
versus with them?
Let's not clickbait this.
Yeah.
Did Alicia Keys in fact say she could do a verse? Well, she could do whatever she wants. Her husband owns the company.
Right. Yeah,
Right.
let's be totally clear on that.
And she probably owns it too. So,
Yeah, that's his wife. She owns it. You never own shit once you're married.
matter of fact, she owns the shit if you want to get divorced, though.
Exactly.
Don't own shit when you get married. Do the opposite of what Russ says to do the moment you get married. Just be an employee.
Do the opposite of don't
own
listen
your
to-
masters.
Yeah.
Make sure someone else owns them.
Once you get married, don't listen to Russ anymore.
Because then
Trust
you
me.
get divorced and then maybe go try to get your masters back.
Yeah.
But if you have your masters, you get divorced.
I can't see Alicia Keys saying that though.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but saying that because like
She
Rory
said
said,
she should do her, B, or Ree should do one. She
Okay,
do
now
one
that's
with-
different.
She should do one with one of those.
okay, that's different. She's not comparing herself to Rihanna or Beyonce if she said that.
The verses is.
If
a
I say
game
I'm
of
doing a versus with
comparing.
somebody, that means I'm either on your level or better.
That's not true because we've seen some verses where we was like, we didn't ask for this and this ain't.
I'm saying if an artist says that, if I say I could do a versus with somebody, I'm saying I'm either on their level or I'm better than them.
Is Alicia Keys on the same level
Yo, come on now.
as Rihanna?
She didn't
Yo.
like the one with John Legend because Rory asked her, "Would you do another one?" And she didn't like the one with John. Well, she didn't say she didn't like it, but it was like
She
I
said
didn't
she
like
need
it.
a round two.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I don't think anybody liked that one.
Yo, not that essentials that they put out on these DSPs are really it. I'm gonna come clean because no one will say it. I love Alicia Keys. I put my pre shit over. Shout out to Swizz. Love everyone on earth. We're just debating music. This is my opinion. Alicia Keys is getting washed by Rihanna and Beyonce. Washed.
Oh, I mean,
rinsed.
I don't know anybody that would argue that.
Spin cycle.
Yeah, I don't know anybody.
Alicia.
that-
As she should though. I respect the
well,
confidence.
outside of her and Swiss, who would argue that?
Yo, I love Alicia Keys, but man, nah, you're not.
I do too.
She didn't mean that. She had an album coming out and she needed
So you just
a
tricked us. We asked you
soundbite.
10 times if she meant that. You say,
She-
nah, she said that shit.
She said it. I don't think she meant that. I think she needed a soundbite.
Okay, well, with that said, this Alicia Keys album,
It sounded good.
I was going
few tracks
into
I
it
listened to sounded really good.
not really sure what an Alicia Keys album sounds like right now.
Mm-hmm.
And this shit is hard. Like, I was pleasantly surprised. It scared me a little bit because she came in on the intro with Pusha T and her on the Beanie Siegel Truth beat. And I was like, all right, where are you taking us? Where is this Alicia Keys? Is she freestyling? And then it gets into this shit for the people who are watching on YouTube and not listening on Stitcher. But this is Best of Me, Alicia Keys. She gets in like her boom bap bag. Like, it's cool adult contemporary R&B that you could listen in the crib. And then she gets obviously in her piano records. The shit is a really good album. I can't front at all.
Yeah, it sounded good. We was listening to it in the green room. I was like, okay, it's definitely a vibe I could roll up and smoke to. This sounds like good Urban Outfitters music. I like Urban Outfitters music.
Urban.
Yeah.
But you know I'm a sucker for these drums because I shop at Urban Outfitters.
Yeah, exactly. See, you know what the vibe I'm going for.
You know anyone that wears
Carl, get into your shit, Carl. I ain't see you moonwalk yet today. What you doing? You slacking?
he can't wait too slow to moonwalk?
Yeah, you ain't moonwalking. But what you doing?
You know anyone that ever wore a Jay Dilla Changed My Life t-shirt loves these drums.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. When this comes on,
These are the drums
We're
when you go
beside
to like a
ourselves.
coffee shop and they have like a band.
Hell yeah.
This homie right here slamming on the drums.
Little Sade sample, like, this shit is good.
Who?
Mike Will.
Mike Will? Executive produced the album? Okay.
Yeah, that's my kind of music. My burn.
Yeah. No,
Burn
please-
sage and
please check out that
Can
Alicia
Can we
Keys
get
album.
into the burning sage thing? Sage smells like somebody overcooked a grilled cheese
You're a
sandwich, first and
vegan. That
foremost.
comes hand in hand. You
No.
come with sage in your pocket.
No, I do not. I hate sage. I hate the thought of it.
When you walk in a
should
juice
try
bar, they
Palo
give you sage.
Santo.
Palo Santo.
Yeah, sage might not agree with your ancestors. You should probably try Palo Santo.
Why wouldn't sage agree with my ancestors? How does sage know my ancestors?
Did you do his ancestry.com? You don't know his ancestors.
Yeah.
You don't know what I did. I'm on
Palo Santo?
Palo Santo.
Why you don't buy me some?
I'll buy you some.
Make my life better, D.
Not my job.
It is your job.
That is not in my job description.
We black.
Not my
We supposed to
contract.
make each other's lives better. See? Black lives matter. How soon we forget. See? See? Cops stop killing. Y'all stop yelling. See?
The cops have not stopped killing. LAPD just told y'all they can't protect y'all.
No, they said...
They were talking to the whites. That's what's crazy. Hey,
that's
white people,
who
don't come
they-
here.
That's exactly who they was talking to. White people do not come. These niggas is out here violent. We can't protect you.
Would you be concerned if you walked into a chick's crib and sage was burning?
Nah.
Because you're getting
I
pussy
wouldn't-
when you smell that.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
That's the smell of I'm giving
It's
it up.
the
Yeah.
logic. The logic you guys have kills me.
Yeah. Like if you walk into a chick's house and she say take your shoes off, you know what's next. You know what's next.
Clean carpets? I don't know.
You know what else she gonna ask to take off. I don't know shoes in my house. Okay, no problem. No jeans on the couch too? Let me know, cause I come right out.
No jeans on the couch is sick. Like now you dragging it. Now
You know
you're
what I'm saying,
fucking
Carl? No
dragging
jeans.
it.
I'm a no jeans on the couch. No jeans on my couch. Be honest with you.
Mall.
Meanwhile, you can see the denim stains on the couch.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I don't want no more. It's been through enough. Like I don't want any more.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah,
Well,
but that Alicia Keys album sounds good though.
Yeah, it's definitely.
And I
something
definitely
recommend.
didn't even know she put out an album.
It's for us. Like you could play that in the
Alright.
crib and you'll
Nah,
be
I'm
all
gonna
right.
definitely download it and check it out.
And even more on like the adult side, I don't want to call it adult because they're not that old, but you know, music's a young man's game, and in 2 years the sound changes. So at this point, Big Boy, Sleepy, and Alicia Keys are all considered older artists, not by age, but by music. If I could get these joints now and at 31 years old, I'm jamming in the crib to this shit. This off Big Boy's album, Sleepy Brown, CeeLo Green, Intentions. It's called Big Sleepover. Thought that was funny.
We should have a big sleepover.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yeah.
Why is that an yo? I
'Cause
didn't say
'cause it
we
is.
should have a big sleepover, just you and I said we should have a big sleepover, meaning we should invite people. See, look, we just we
We
want
should
to.
do a sleepover at Rory house.
Why we got to be at Rory house?
Because we don't know where you live.
No, we don't
I
have.
know where you live.
No, we don't have to be at Rory's
Damaris and
house.
Carl both been in my house.
We could like rent like a cabin somewhere.
I need Wi-Fi.
What's
They
Y'all
have
get a-
you don't
Wi-Fi
think
cabins. What's wrong
cabins
with
have
you?
Wi-Fi now?
I thought you guys were going authentic. I didn't know y'all were glamping.
No.
Sorry, bad bitches.
No, but I'm just
My
saying,
fault.
like you think that me and Rory would be in
No,
the
your
woods?
fault. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you think we would be in the woods with no Wi-Fi? It's not happening. I've seen enough movies like that. Not happening.
Well, I think they call those work retreats.
Let's have a work retreat.
Work retreats, though. Have any of y'all worked in corporate? Oh, never mind.
We've also drugs. No, we have not worked in corporate.
Those corporate
That's
retreats.
corporate.
Those corporate retreats, you start finding out some real weird shit about your coworkers.
Also, who's we?
You're not even in the room.
Yeah, Jesus, you're in the sky.
I can't even see you. I'm not talking to you.
You're in the clouds.
I'm not praying right now. I'm talking to the people in the room. You find out like the drug habits, who's fucking who in the office.
Yeah.
Like
that Insecure episode where Molly got wild at the work retreat.
well, we don't know if she got really wild
She didn't get wild.
She was twerking.
Yeah, but she just got drunk and went to
stole a
sleep.
watch.
Yeah, she went to sleep. She didn't get wild.
I think he held it down.
Yeah.
I don't think we got the real story. For those that don't know, an Insecure, spoiler alert, she goes on a work retreat, finds dude's watch in
Her bed.
and then does the dumbest woman move ever
It says,
of thinking
"Who's
she's
watching
being
this?"
inconsistent. Oh, hey, I found this in the hallway.
Yeah.
I found a Rolex that's been
in the
sitting
hallway. Yeah, in the hall. Everybody just walked past this watch and nobody picked it up.
And first of all, any human being that finds a Rolex on the ground, I don't care if you're fucking the Dalai Lama. You're putting it in your pocket and you're shutting the fuck up.
Yeah. that was kind of I didn't understand that either.
No, she
You
was
come
trying to figure out
table
who
and
she
say,
fucked.
hey, yeah. She was trying to figure out what happened. Whose watch is this? I know Molly.
It would have been funny if the girl at the table was like, yo, it's mine.
That would have been funny.
Issa.
Is it Molly? But Molly is. I felt like when Insecure first started, what was she gay? Or was she bisexual?
No more. That was a fantasy you had.
That I had? I've never had a fantasy about Molly, I don't think.
She's a virgin in real life, right? I feel like she went on a whole press run about that.
About her being a virgin?
Like she's still a virgin.
Do we believe that?
Let's look it
not
up
my-
because
it's
we
not my-
outed like 15 people last episode.
No, we were trying to figure out who was out.
I mean, what's wrong with accusing someone of being a virgin?
Yeah, like they're gonna
nothing
be mad.
wrong with
Like,
that.
no, I take dick every Friday. Like we gonna get canceled for saying somebody's a virgin.
Look at you respecting yourself to marriage.
Oh, wow. No, she is.
Oh, yeah. See? Cisco still might be gay then. Might be still
he
batting a
might
thousand.
be. Yeah.
Yeah, she says it's really hard being a virgin in real life, and then
How old is she?
Never ask a woman's age.
Do we
do that.
do we believe that she's really a virgin?
32. She was 32 in 2016. So, yeah.
So she's
But
37.
why, but why lie about
37,
being
38.
like lie about your body count? Cool. But why would you lie about being a virgin?
Some women, I know some women who've done
I recently found out a few years ago that a girl that here's the crazy part. I wanted to have sex with her.
Because she
Like-
was a virgin?
No.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to have sex with her. She knew that. And I just found out years ago that she actually told people we had sex and we never had sex.
Yeah, it happens.
Does it? Women lie like on
On
dick?
the box?
that. Yes, they do.
And when you're a figure like you,
I
yeah.
never knew
A
women.
figure. Figure 8. Jokes.
Oh, because he was rated at 8. That was a callback to a couple years ago. Hey, I see it.
I never knew that women did that.
Yeah, they lie on their box.
I never knew women did that.
Not only do they lie on the
I thought
talking
women would
part,
try to keep it like low key who they fuck. Like
Not when they
That's
got
when they
a
actually
piece
fuck
like
them.
you.
so.
More,
First of all,
Piece is
More,
stop
first of all,
calling me a piece. Dog.
first of all,
like, and you look me in my eyes and said a piece. Like,
am I fetishizing you?
Like, don't do that, dog.
but I told you that a
That-
girl I knew had told a girl I knew that y'all had fucking like y'all dated, and then you said I saw that girl one time in a hotel lobby, and then I left.
That's so weird to me.
Clout.
That's
But
weird.
what's the clout?
What, I was ready to
What's-
say
what's
like
the
what-
exchange? What do they get?
They think they get clout from dating Maul. They think they.
I think that I think what happened was, I think that she knew that one of her girls wanted to fuck with me. Yeah, and I think that she was kind of low key like hating a little bit.
Not knowing women, when you say that, their friends gonna want to fuck you more because women are. Never mind, forget it.
Women are hornier than us. You can say it. Go ahead. I said it.
I was
for
gonna
you.
say pieces of
Piece of
shit.
shit.
Oh, that's what you was gonna say?
Yeah, I know what he was going to say.
What?
Pieces of shit.
I can't wait to fuck their friends' friends.
I don't think I'm ready for them conversations.
No, they not having them. They in action
just
mode.
fucking?
We talking. They in
They
action
got their
mode.
they got their Crocs in sports
Yes,
mode.
in fuck mode. They got
Fuck
the
mode.
double.
The Uggs in fuck mode.
Uggs is definitely the fuck mode.
Oh,
Throwing some
man.
tights and some Uggs in a hotel lobby.
Oh, 2012 was a great time.
Y'all are nasty.
What were we talking about before that? There was something I didn't want to talk about.
Molly's a virgin.
No, even before.
Oh, yeah,
that,
no,
we
the
were talking
virgin
about
part.
work retreats.
Well, forget that
Fuck
because
you, because y'all ain't taking us nowhere. We knew. Cap.
No, we could take. We're gonna take a work retreat. See, because Damaris thinks we're pieces of shit.
we just took you to West Hollywood.
Detroit. We just took you to Detroit.
Yeah.
Take me to Detroit.
I
I
would
offered.
never
You said
take
no
Exactly. That we put that out.
No,
there.
we're gonna have a work retreat though. Let's do it.
for sure.
Let's do it. And we're gonna record from the work retreat.
So that means Carl doesn't get the retreat.
Yeah, he gets to retreat. You know, all Carl want to do is moonwalk, talk to some girls, and record. That's all Carl want to do. Carl is the most, like Carl is very low maintenance. Like you give Carl some good hardwood floors and let him slide, like he cool.
He's fine.
Yeah, he's
Just
fine.
that?
Totally fine with that.
Yeah, he's an easy traveler for sure.
Yeah.
Eden, we haven't traveled with yet. We don't really know.
Yeah, we haven't traveled with Eden.
I'm a little nervous. And he's a DJ. You know, like traveling with DJs. Have y'all ever traveled with DJs?
Yes,
Yes.
unfortunately.
My father's a DJ.
DJs getting a bag when they travel.
Oh yeah.
Like
DJs eat all the food at the hotels, continental breakfasts and all that. They be downstairs early. DJs, DJs be downstairs early with the little box of Frosted Flakes.
Yo, Eden, if we stayed at a hotel and they had just an auxiliary cord, anything, he'd plug in, start his shit, start asking chicks like, yo, want to play you something? Like, you ever see the DJs?
In the lobby though.
You ever see the DJs?
I didn't set up shop in the lobby.
You ever see the DJs in the booth like be asking chicks if they need their phone charged?
Of course. That's a good DJ though.
Oh no,
Yeah.
that's
That has phone charges. That's a great DJ.
I used to tell chicks, stop trying to be friends with the promoter. If you look good, you'll get in.
Right.
You need to be friends with the DJ because your phone is gonna die.
Your phone is
in
gonna
that booth. You
charge.
can put your purse back there. Mm-hmm. The DJ is the asset.
Scott, everything.
And he'll let you, you can get your Instagram off back there, make it seem like you're important in the club.
Yeah, like when the new sexy
Yeah.
song come on, you could sit like this.
Yeah.
Be like DJ Eden.
Yeah. DJ Eden.
And why chicks always trying to tap in with the DJ? Anytime they put
You know why they trying to tap in with
just
DJ.
tapping in with DJ Eden.
They trying to get tapped by the rapper. You know why they tapping in with the DJ? No, come on, guys, come on.
I want to find Molly and hang out with the virgin.
I don't want to hang out. Actually, do I know any virgins in real life?
I want to ask a virgin if they find men that want to really sleep with them like creepy. Because I want no parts of a virgin. That terrifies me.
I want to know
feel
how
like
many
a guy that's
times.
like, oh, she's never fucked someone. That's my type.
I want to know how many times a week a virgin masturbates.
Maul, you got a thing with masturbation.
No, I just want to know because we had a young
we
lady
be
here that says she
corralling.
doesn't masturbate. I think
Corral
that,
is a funny word in the masturbation conversation.
no, because we had a guest, Brianda. Shout out to Brianda. She said she doesn't masturbate. That was like,
Well, that's
you don't touch yours. I can understand not touching somebody else
Because of Jesus.
wanting somebody else to touch you. You don't think Jesus masturbated?
she's not going to touch herself until Larry Hoover is free, and that's that.
So yeah, you don't think? I just think it's weird when people don't touch themselves. Like I could understand not wanting anybody to touch you and not wanting to have sex with somebody, but like not touching yourself. Come on, fam.
I'm not a virgin.
I
so I don't know.
masturbate by accident sometimes.
I'm cool.
You know what? Never mind.
I'm like, I
never
didn't even
mind.
want to do
I
this.
didn't
Like,
ask.
why am I doing? I didn't even want to do this. I wasn't even like horny. Got to keep the numbers up.
Big Boy Sleepy Brown album
Yeah.
out now.
Big sleepover.
Big sleepover.
Download it.
Yeah. Is that how we got to that whole
Yeah,
conversation?
absolutely. From sleeping over.
Though I will say, we're talking about adult summer camps. Big adult sleepovers would be funny with the right people, and not even on like
Amazing.
some where y'all brains is going now.
Gotta have the right
like
people, though.
Just a fun fucking sleepover shit. Game night that extended. Everyone's in their fucking onesie pajamas with the feets. Everyone has their own room. That's a fun night.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah.
That's I think a great New Year's Eve because New Year's Eve is coming up. And
What are your
that's
plans?
That's amateur night. I don't go out on New Year's Eve. To me, like doing a big sleepover for New Year's Eve would be the wave to do it. Because who wants to go out in the city on New Year's Eve?
Well, I'm thinking about going away.
Well, I mean, we already know.
We know your body.
Yeah, I'm thinking about
Only if she lets you roll over.
Come on, you can't bring in the new year with plastic on it.
Maul,
Everything they sell
What?
with New Year's is plastic. The glasses,
Yeah.
the noisemakers, it's all plastic.
Yeah, we're not bringing in a new year like that.
Well, we're going to have a fun, wholesome sleepover
Out
for New Year's
I'm
Eve.
down. Let's do it.
Condoms don't need to be there because no one will be having intercourse.
Oh, you want to do a new year? I can't make it, Rory. I have this thing.
This thing. This
this
thing
young,
on the
pretty,
island.
this pretty young thing.
I have this thing.
Rhode Island.
What? See how Damaris just throw
Pretty
pretty young
young
thing
thing.
out there. Look, see? Why
What
I
is it?
can't
It
be
had-
going away by
thought
myself
pretty
to
and
find
young.
myself
Boy.
at the stroke of midnight of
with a
2022.
POT, a pretty old thing.
No, just myself. I need to, I
'Cause you're
want to
not
be
doing that.
centered. I want to be like focused going into 2022.
No, you don't.
So yeah, big boy, Sleepy Brown, big sleepover. We're having a sleepover, a work retreat. Damaris set it up.
I have one more question for Mo, because he's all like Mr. Rules, like, yo, you can't ever do you can't respect a girl unless she's your girlfriend. You can't do anything with a woman unless she's
I've never
your
said
wife.
that. I've never said that.
You've alluded to it.
I've never said
So
that.
I have to ask, if you're gonna go away on New Year's or even be with a woman on New Year's, and you're saying you already want to sleep with her, when that ball drop,
My balls
What's-
drop. Whoa.
Thank you guys so much for coming
Whoa,
in.
whoa,
I've enjoyed talking
whoa.
to you. You have a great
Whoa,
night.
whoa.
when you're with a girl and she's your girlfriend on New Year's, you have to kiss her when the ball drops. That's the thing. Everyone looks around the room like,
Happy
who's
New
really
Year.
together?
You
So,
yell in
so
each
you
other's
with
face.
Shorty
I
now.
know.
She's gonna expect that kiss at midnight.
If I was somewhere
Are
away,
you gonna
with-
do some boyfriend shit?
if I'm away with a woman on New Year's, like on a
That's
vacation or
his
anywhere,
girlfriend. More
then I'm
like her.
definitely kissing her at midnight.
More
Come on,
like
man.
her.
I'm not bringing in a New Year with somebody
such
that
a
I don't
hypocrite.
kiss.
You're such a hypocrite.
Why?
Because that's boyfriend shit.
No,
Flying
it's
away
not.
on New Year's Eve to make out with you when the ball drops is boyfriend shit.
No, he like trips.
Because he's a trick.
No, I like spending time with quality women. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Y'all hating. Y'all hate that I got quality women in my life. Look at y'all. Y'all want me to date these hoes so bad. Not gonna do it. Not gonna happen.
Date yourself.
I've been dating myself for years.
I know you won't shut up about masturbation. Are you bringing a young lady to our team dinner? They were just saying we don't bring them nowhere. We're going to a fancy restaurant for a Christmas dinner.
I'm not listening to Damaris.
And after she said all that, guess what happens? We're splitting the check.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa.
I'm not,
Between each other?
all sides.
Separate bills for everybody
Yeah,
now.
go ahead. What you
All
had? What
14
you
of
drank?
y'all.
How many sangrias you had? Yeah, that's
How
you.
many sangrias?
Yeah, that's you.
We're going to a
Told me
restaurant
my
that's not
company car to be in.
serve sangria.
I'll swipe. No problem.
Are you bringing anyone?
No, I didn't plan on it. No.
Okay.
Are you?
No, I just figured it was a team.
Yeah,
Team
she's-
thing.
Anybody I bring wouldn't be part of the team.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we don't want that energy in our locker room.
Damaris, any
Me?
pluses? You coordinated it, so
No, I
we don't know what you added to maybe the reservation. Like, yo, put a little chair on the side. You know that side corner of the table. We get just a stool.
Damaris, let me
My
tell you
plus
something.
one is Jazz. Jazz.
She's not a plus
She's
one.
not
She's
a
on the
plus
list.
one. She's on the list. Sorry.
So you
She's
still
not
have a plus one.
So now
then.
you still have your
No.
plus one that is available.
Not if I got
should
paid for
you
my own
decide-
dinner now. I'm not bringing a plus
Nah,
one.
I got it.
Oh, we know that.
Well, no, we know you. He gonna pay for you and your man's
I
dinner.
got it. I got it. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
I'm not bringing a plus one. I'm good.
Yeah, nah, no
But
plus ones for
I'm
me.
excited to spend some holiday time, not Christmas, because that's offensive.
Is
some
it? Is
holiday
Christmas
time.
offensive now?
Yes, there's
That's
there's
on
a
the
war.
offensive list too.
There's a war on
Don't
Christmas
you
right
celebrate
now.
Hanukkah, Rory?
My name is Rory Farrell. There's
sorry.
nothing Jewish about that.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Hey, thinking Rory is Jewish and he's not
Or
is the
feral
funniest
is
shit in the world. Rory, you're Jewish, aren't you? No, he's not.
Most Catholic fucking name ever.
Yeah, it's Farrell and then O'Malley right next to each other. I promise you it's right there. O'Malley and Farrell, 100%.
Oh my god. Well, I'm excited to spend some time with y'all. We had to alter the menu, so it won't be as good as we thought it would be.
Yeah.
You had to alter the menu?
Yeah, we can't get
Too
all the
much
things we
meat.
want because there's
Pause.
just even the kale Caesar is made with shit. So we're just getting the bland version.
For you.
of
Oh,
everything.
yeah, I had to alter it for me.
Yes.
Yeah, vegan. Okay. But, okay, all right.
They're doing some Spring
He didn't even
Valley
say thank you.
vegetable
He said, "All right."
with noodles or something,
Yeah.
Okay.
and like a lime.
You're gonna love it. See, we should have planned it out better, but it's okay. We're gonna have fun either way it goes.
Everyone wanted to go to Carbone or anything with the word bone and meat in it, and I
I
was
wanted
like, guys, we
Molino.
can't do that. So
El Molino,
I love them.
that's my spot.
So you like El Molino? I could have.
I mean, I haven't been there in a while though, since I became vegan.
Oh, well, then never mind. That's not
Listen,
the spot
when
anymore.
the spot we're going to, when the rappers find out about this spot, because it rhymes with so much stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a fancy restaurant that nobody know, and rappers want to be like, oh, I don't do town no more. Like I do this. When they find out, because that word
I hate when
rhymes
rappers find
with
out
so
about
much shit, they're gonna
Restaurants and shit that I like. I
and
hate
ruin
that.
them.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
Remember when Rick Ross brought Lyra to Pergola and it was never the same? Mm-hmm. It's still a shit show. There.
It's still trying to recover.
7 years later,
They still
Lyra
trying
and
to
Rick
bounce
Ross
back.
shut down Pergola for the rest of our lives.
Yeah.
That was the cool spot. Now it's just the spot.
It's just social media makes the world so small. Like once 4 of the most popular people post something, it's a wrap.
Where Lyra been?
raising her child.
Oh, good for her.
Good for her.
Who got her pregnant? Ross?
No. P. From Quality.
Oh, her too?
Control.
Yeah, that's a beautiful family. P needs to do a reality show like the Brady Bunch. Because all his BMs love him. And that's a great thing. I think that's super healthy. I see all of them put captions of how great of a father he is, how great like P is doing this. From the ones I've seen. I don't know. I know he's got a
Yeah.
lot of kids. P's been doing that shit right. That's a reality show.
Well, you should be able to have a good, positive relationship with your kid's mother.
I agree, and that's positive and all that shit. I'm talking about some messy shit.
Yeah.
P doing the Brady Bunch with all his baby mothers would be the funniest show ever. And think about the soundtrack,
Bad
all the
Brady
shit he could
Bunch.
clear.
Oh, this
That soundtrack
Yo, look
to
at what
P's
you-
to P's BMs.
Look at what you-
PBM is the show.
How you
on
think about
PBS.
all that and be like, yo, but he could clear all the records too. That's what you think about? Okay. He should.
They seem to like him.
Yeah. Portray yourself in that way of having multiple baby mamas, but it's still being a positive family though.
For sure.
Like everybody talks, communicates. It's not toxic.
That money helps with that.
I was gonna get to that. It usually does, but we've seen some situations of people that have money and they don't have a relationship with their kid's mother at all.
For sure. Are we missing anything?
Yes. So did you watch? And then there was, what is it called?
Oh my lord! And just like that.
Oh, it's called And Just Like That.
What is it on?
This is the Sex and the
HBO
City
Max.
spinoff.
Okay.
Well, it's still Sex and the City, but one of the
They're calling it a
characters.
spinoff because Samantha left them high and dry.
So they can't really say Sex and the City because Samantha's not there. I thought it would have been cool to just kill Samantha off, whatever. But they didn't kill Samantha off. But they killed somebody else off. Now, if you haven't seen
You
it,
can't kill people off in Sex in the City.
they fucking
It's
did
not
it.
that show.
people die
They
in the
fucking
city.
did it.
Why not? They have sex in the city and they die.
What, they jump in front of the subway?
Death in the city. Why
They
not?
catch syphilis.
No, nobody died from syphilis on Sex in the City reboot. Y'all are lying to me right now.
No, man. No. Don't listen to Damaris.
Where did this
Please,
go?
no. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, skip this next 3 minutes. We're gonna be real quick with this. So just skip this part. Okay, so what's her name? Carrie Bradshaw's husband, Big, right? Mr. Biggs, that's what they call him, whatever.
Yes.
Your older brother.
Yeah. He died because he was working out on his Peloton. And when he got off his Peloton, he had a heart attack. And he passed out, laid on the floor by the shower. And Carrie comes in from an event. She sees him on the floor. She starts screaming. He dies in her arms. I say that to say this. Peloton stock plummeted after this happened.
Peloton stock was already plummeted.
Yeah, but this one like put them all the way out the building. Like they had
are you
Pelotons on the
suggesting
sidewalk.
that HBO and Sex in the City is doing insider trading? And they knew exactly what they were doing?
Absolutely. 1,000. That's what I'm getting to. So he dies after he gets off his Peloton.
Okay.
Peloton stock plummets, even though Damaris said they were already down. I think that people started throwing Pelotons out of the windows once this happened. Peloton released a video on Instagram. And Mr. Big, or the guy that plays Mr. Big, was in the Instagram video with his new girlfriend. And they were it kind of alluded to the fact he faked his death so he could be with her.
Yep.
No, this was the greatest.
shit.
This was the greatest rebrand in the history of rebrands. They alluded to the fact that this is his new girl, and he said, like life is short. Let's take another ride.
Life is short. Go with your mistress.
It's two Pelotons behind them, behind the couch. And he said, you want to take another ride? Life's too short not to. And then the greatest end of the fucking video, the guy with the, commercial voice runs off a whole bunch of things of how cycling actually helps your heart and is great for cardiovascular health.
For sure.
And then ends that with, he's alive.
It was a
Because
TV
people-
show.
People actually thought that, people are weird. I'm telling you. So I just thought that was amazing. That was great. I don't understand how they're killing people in Sex in the City. Like you said, it's
That's
not that type of
hilarious.
show. This turned into a soap opera all of a sudden. But I'm going to keep watching because it's Sex in the City. And then there was that, and just like that, and just like that.
Imagine
I'm
they
not going to
start-
ask you again. I got it.
Imagine they start clipping people off Seinfeld.
This is what I'm saying. It's kind of like, it was a little, I didn't expect it, especially that soon.
Well, granted, they are old as shit.
So people got to
They're
start
in
dying.
their 50s. That's not old as shit.
He is. He was.
don't know his diet.
They're in their 50s. He was always about 10 years older than her. He was almost
so it's his time to die.
60-something.
Yeah.
60?
He had to go.
Yeah.
Shit.
And an old white man that was in the stock market. Yeah, he didn't have a long life to live.
Oh, the stock market, it takes years off
Yeah.
your life. Yeah.
I have a really good question to ask you. I don't know if I should save it, but it's based off this topic. Maybe we should save it for next episode, but I'll ask the question. Have y'all ever thought about your second partner, your second wife or husband?
Yes.
No, listen, hear me out.
I thought about my third.
No, but
See, man.
But hear me out. At some point, let's say you get the perfect scenario. You and your partner grow old, and unfortunately, your partner dies before you, but on their deathbed, they're like, hey, live the rest of your years like we had an amazing marriage. If you want to go out after to feel better, go ahead. Like, don't think that you have to be single for the rest of your life because I'm dead. Then
Who thinks that?
that happens a lot. That happens often.
People
So
are single for the rest of their lives after their spouse dies?
of course they're fucking devastated. They think they can never be with somebody. So I've thought about like what type of woman I would go after, and that's where I think I'm a just trick. Like, give me the stupid 21-year-old when I'm 70.
No way. You would not be able to
And just
tolerate
fuck me to the
that
grave.
You would not be able to tolerate a younger woman.
I would
like
just
that
throw
that
money at
age.
her.
No.
She'd be a yoga instructor. It's like
You want
she'd
to
do
get into it?
she'd do Pilates.
I think that if if you're an older man and you were married for some years and your wife passes away, I think that the norm is probably that most men, once they move on and start dating again, it is a younger woman. I think we can look at the optics and see like she's about 20 years younger than you, sir. But
I could see Damaris going for like a young salsa instructor. That was
Salsa instructor.
nah, Damaris would be 65, ready to get that cat up to a young dope dealer.
oh for sure.
A good old
I stopped
dope
Finances
boy.
dating
dreams.
a long time
Yeah,
ago.
a good old dope dealer to come home and just slang dick and
Chef.
dope.
Chef.
Dick and dope. That dick on consignment.
Fuck, y'all fucking disgust me. I'm calling HR.
But no, think about it on our break before of just what your next partner might be.
Yes, and speaking of breaks, we will be gone from December 24th,
Fifth.
5th until January 5th. We will be gone. We won't be any episodes at the time. Although I think we're probably gonna put some stuff out.
We're definitely
no.
gonna put some stuff out,
Yeah,
but
on YouTube.
official episodes that will be on the streaming services, they will not be available. We're going on a break. We get a little week break.
Yes, Stitcher is a very nice company that thinks holiday time with your family is important. Not, hey, no, we need 6 episodes during a holiday.
Yeah.
So we'll be taking just that Christmas to New Year's break, but that's why we went to Detroit and got our asses whooped, just so y'all will have some great entertainment
Yeah,
while we are gone.
yeah, because God forbid we didn't put out anything while we were gone. People would think that there's nothing to watch.
I mean, we get on live and start giving away Christmas dinners.
Oh, you guys are definitely. I have a live scheduled for you. You're definitely on live.
And speaking of live, we never heard from the couple that we sent to the show.
Oh wait, they need to call in next episode. No, write that down.
Yeah,
we gotta
like, we
DM them
haven't
and say
heard
we need
from
an
them.
update.
I don't know,
Wait,
like,
that shit
what's
makes me
happening.
nervous.
The
Has anyone
guy-
checked on them?
Well, Damaris said the young lady had posted when she was at the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
The gentleman didn't post anything.
Oh, he's real.
So we're
Trying
kind
to
of
keep it
like,
low.
no, we don't know if he actually showed up or not.
Or if he had a wife and kids.
Yeah, he didn't respond to when I tagged him in something. I'm gonna do some research.
Yeah, let's do some
So
research.
we're gonna see.
I want to hear from her. She should call in next episode.
Yeah.
And we get
Oh,
a
I can
full
definitely
rundown.
I can get her on that.
For those that don't know, we went on live and we gave away tickets to the Kanye and Drake show
Yes.
to 2 strangers that went on a first date. Maul picked up the bill per usual. Did you pick the bill up?
I think Damaris told me I did. I don't
She
know.
pocketed that money.
Maul ain't
Damaris
send
took
me
herself to
$1.
dinner.
No, I told Damaris to set it up. I would send her the money. I would send her $300 for dinner.
I know she took it. She went to dinner.
I didn't send her the $300 though. I don't know if she did it. You didn't do it? Well, we didn't hear from him, so I feel
That's
like
what I'm saying.
yeah.
like,
So then, yeah, fuck them.
Okay.
Not like
Yo,
not like
Maul.
that, but you know, we didn't hear from the dude.
They
We
were
don't even
loyal
know
and
if he
dedicated
went.
fans.
We don't even know if he went. Like, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
because his wife was on the other side of that phone when he was holding that shit.
Well, nah, he probably couldn't get his hair braided.
he probably sold the ticket. Honestly, I mean,
Tickets was those tickets that we bought were way cheaper at the night of. Like,
Yeah, the tickets
Really?
went down. They didn't
what?
go up.
oh wow.
Absolutely.
We paid $1,200. Them shit was $300 by that time.
Yeah, if you wanted
No
to go, it was
inflation.
like $100. You could have gotten
Yeah,
in.
but
And
Biden
the way
was
that
not
stage
controlling
was
that.
set up, you could have sat anywhere in there, and it would have been a great seat.
Yeah.
So whatever.
All right. Well, I think we covered everything. We'll see y'all in 2 days. Shout out to everybody that's been listening, that enjoyed the
Roddy
interview.
Rich's album comes out this week
I believe so, yeah.
because he had posted on his Instagram. I don't know if that was supposed to be last Friday or this Friday coming.
I saw him standing on a stool next to KD and
And Eddie,
Yeah.
yeah. Shout out to Katie. Shout out to Eddie.
yeah, I can't wait to
Well,
actually
Banksy.
listen to that
I mean,
episode.
I don't want to. That people get mad when you say the government name and no, my stage name, bro. So shout out to Banksy.
I mean, there's already a Banksy that's secret.
Yeah, well, he's one of them. He's one of the.
I heard that
Banksys.
Banksy was a whole collective. It wasn't just one person. I
believe
didn't know
it.
Eddie was in.
That shit
he was
is
in
way
Banksy.
Though there's definitely a collective. It's a collective that houses artists and
It's been West Side Gun. the whole
sculptors and stuff. He might be one of them. Very true.
time. All right.
Anything else, Damaris? Are we good?
You guys are good.
All right, y'all have a great week. We'll be back Friday. peace, love, health, prosperity, and all that other corny shit that people don't wish upon you. Later.
No worry and mouth. No worry and mouth.